Big game this one, and we are waiting for that light to say boom. Now let's get going. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKRsport, we're here for the first game of Super Saturday. 3 rugby league games in a row. Obviously, we all know this. I'm bloody excited, especially for today. Especially in this game too, as the Newcastle Knights take on the New Zealand Warriors. Now, look, I'm not necessarily excited for this game based on, I guess, quality. I guess I'm excited for this game because both these teams are so desperate for a win. Like, both these teams need to win to be in that hunt for the finals and need to be there around the finals with that 2 points. Because obviously, you know, from 7th place all the way to last place, there's only 3 wins separating everybody. From 7th to 16th. There is 3 wins separating everybody. So, both these teams obviously are in that mix, and you'd be expecting them to be giving it their all today to really keep themselves in the mix for that top 8 spot. So, the Knights, obviously, they have been absolutely atrocious this season. They are 3rd last. Nope, not joking. They are 3rd last. Don't even know who they lost to last week, but I guarantee they did. They did lose to the Rabbitohs 24-10. They just have looked shocking this year now. Look, Mitchell Pearce is back. Callum Pong is still out. They've had a lot of injuries this year, but in the same sense, they're just not the team that we all expected them to be growing towards, and they just aren't the team that we're all expecting them to be. So, look, disappointing season for the Knights. Their team today, they've got Mann as the fullback with Young and Hunt as the wingers, Jones and Chwala as the centres, Clifford and Pearce in the halves, Saifiti and Saifiti as the front row forwards there, Brayley the number 9 with Fitzgibbon, Barnett and Sue, Suaso Sue there as the back row for the Knights. Look, they're an okay team. They are an okay team, and we're going to really see a different team today with Mitchell Pearce there to direct them around and lead them around because they haven't had that kind of leader. But yeah, look, it's not exactly the most enthralling team on paper. However, they actually have a lot more players in their team right now than the Warriors do, because the Warriors, I believe, have a couple of injuries themselves. Harris Savita obviously out. I think Wade Egan's out as well. Walsh obviously into the halves with I think. To us to check into the fullback. We'll go through their team list in a second though. But guys, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new around here. Let me know your thoughts on today's game and what you're predicting. Don't forget, BKR Clips, my second channel, or third channel, comes back on Monday. So that's in the pin comment over there. Click the blue comment, click on the link, subscribe to that channel. Let's go. So Warriors team list today, Reese Walsh in the fullback with Montoya and Tuivasa-Sheck on the wings. You got Pompey and Aitken as the centres with Nikorima and O'Sullivan as the halves. Fanua Blake with Murdoch Masila in the front row forwards. Tavanga as the number 9 and Sirinen, Harris and Curran as the back row there. So look, an interesting team. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the Warriors here. I know the Knights have got Pearce back, but I'm going to take the Warriors. I think both teams aren't that great. I don't think anyone outside the top 2 are great, realistically. Top 3, I'll go Rabbitohs as well. But like outside the top 3, everyone else is pretty average. So I'm not exactly looking forward to this for the utmost quality, but I'm looking forward to this because obviously the Warriors are a team that love to play an exciting game as well. Ryan Woolley says, hi, hello mate, how you doing? Mang 7 says this game could go either way. Yeah, well, it's $1.90 each way on Sportsnet, I believe. It's literally even odds, so that's crazy. Chris Howe says, up the Warriors, win or lose, go hard, boys. Yeah, well, you kind of want to win this one, to be honest with you, man. It's not early in the season anymore, man. Like, not everyone can be saying, like, oh, you know, there's still a while to go. You know, we're only in round 5, we're only in round 10. We're now in round 15. So there's only a few rounds to go. So there's no win or lose here. They need a win, or they're more than likely going to be, you know, slowly drifting away from that finals positioning. SS Melbourne fan says, sorry for not joining last night. Internet is trash. Well, welcome to Australian internet. Reece Dumler says up the Warriors. Robert Muller says, I tip the Warriors in this one due to Newcastle being without Ponga. Yeah, but like, I don't really look at the no Ponga thing as a, look, obviously, yes, it is a massive loss, but they've been playing with Ponga all year. And when they did play with Ponga, they also got beaten by the Titans by 30 points. So, you know what I'm saying? Even when Ponga is there, it's not guaranteeing them a win. The Knights just aren't at the point where we were expecting them to be. Thomas Talk Sports says, I think the Warriors will win, but in a very close game. Warriors always play a very close game, man. Whether they're up big or they're down big, they always make it close regardless of what happens at halftime. So they are walking out onto the pitch now. I'll go scoreline. It is obviously very cold here in New South Wales, like Newcastle, Sydney, and that. And obviously it is raining there in the stadium, just like it is here in Sydney as well. So I will go a low-scoring game. And then again, last night was a high-scoring game considering how wet the conditions were. I'll go Warriors 20-18. I'll go Warriors 20-18 in this one. As a Melbourne fan, I don't care who wins this game. Well, yeah, as a Storm fan, you wouldn't be really caring too much about this because obviously these two teams are nowhere close to where the Storm are. The Storm only realistically have to give a shit about Panthers, somewhat Rabbitohs, somewhat Parramatta and somewhat Roosters and Manly. But like realistically, the Storm don't really need to give a shit about anybody besides themselves. Rosalie O'Keefe says, I tip the Knights to win. Well, there you go. Well, it's a 50-50 one. This is a very difficult match to predict, lads. This is a very, very, very difficult match to predict. We are obviously doing all 3 games today, guys, so don't forget we will be doing the game after this, which is the Dragons playing the Raiders and then the Storm playing the Tigers later on tonight. Robert Muller says 20-12 to the Warriors. Aussie Mozzie says 30-16 to the Warriors. Actually, is this his first game this year, Mitchell Pearce? I know he's played 4 games, 1 try, 3 try assists. They weren't that great at the start of the year, though, so considering he was there at the start of the year. Reese Walsh says Warriors 50-0. Cool story, bro. All right, so the Knights are now on the field. Here we go. Wet conditions there in Newcastle. I'm expecting a bit of a grindy affair. Now, these guys have already played so far this season, and it was, I believe, 20-16 to the Knights. I think it was a terrible game. It was a shocking game. Round 2, I think it was. It was a shocking game. But the Knights did come out and top 20-16 in that one. Thomas Talk Sports says, I'm going to the Storm vs Tigers game tonight. I want the Tigers to win, but I think we know who will win. Yeah, well, absolutely. Especially at Sunshine Coast. I don't believe the Storm have lost in Queensland for a long time. So, yeah, good luck with that one, man. But the Knights will kick it off here, and the Warriors will start off with the ball. Now, there is big news, obviously. Reese Walsh is basically playing for an Origin start, well, maybe not start, but number 14 role with this game. Obviously, the Queensland team is looking to readjust their lineup after that humiliation in game one. So, Reese Walsh, and also there's quite a few injuries as well, especially with the Kalen Ponga out. They'll move Brimson to fullback, more than likely. Valentine Holmes to the wing. Mulatalo maybe to the wing, or maybe Xavier Coates, either one. And then obviously the number 14, they have Reese Walsh. So that's probably what they're going to be looking at. 4th tackle here for the Warriors. Their left-hand side, 40 metres out. Murdoch Masilla into the attacking 40. And now it's 5th tackle here. Sport Ranking says Clippers Nation. Let's go. Yeah, cool. Sport Ranking says Warriors 13 plus. The Knights are trash. Wouldn't surprise me, but in the same sense, I think it'll be a close game here, especially with the wet conditions. I think it'll be a close game. But then again, I said that last night-ish. Oh, that's knocked back there from the Warriors. And the Knights will get the ball. Teal Chunga says Warriors by 8. Mang 7 says, I think if a team scores a minute or less before half-time, then they will end up winning. It happens a lot. Well, I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that it kind of changed the game. It does change the game, but a minute or less, that's not really viable. I'd be saying like 5 within the last 5 minutes of the half. Obviously, it's like conceding a goal in football just before halftime. It completely changes the mindset going into the halftime shed. So yes, but a minute's a bit too short there. Big Boy Az says, hey, hello mate. Well, you got your game right after this against the Dragons. Well, how are you confident in you? Because I'm not confident in that game whatsoever, just like I'm not confident in this game whatsoever. So the Knights here, left-hand side, 40 metres out. Oh, that's a knock-on. That is a knock-on. They had a 3-on-1 out to the left-hand side there, but he knocks that little bad boy on. Gee whiz. Rosalie O'Keefe says, are you doing the Bulldogs game? I do every single game, Rosalie. So a minute 50. Oh, it was so close to a knock-on there from Ewan Aitken, but luckily enough for the Warriors, he will not put his hand too far out there, and it will not be a knock-on against them, but it will be a knock-on against the Naidarunos. Dallas Fan Sports says we're going to lose to Canberra. Look, either team shouldn't be confident in that one. Like, I don't understand all this hype about the Raiders saying, oh, they're definitely making the 8. Like, shit, man, they beat the Broncos, who are last place right now last week. That's their only win in, the last, 100 years. Like, shit, man. Like, what are we talking about the Raiders as a genuine title threat again? Like, come on, man, please. So, oh, my God, the Warriors knocked the ball on off the scrum, and that is Reese Walsh who knocks the ball on too. Wow. We were. And Jesus, Buller brother. Robert Muller says that's tomorrow versus the Eels. Yeah, Bulldogs Eels tomorrow, along with my Titans and Manly. Malcolm says I've been following Warriors since the 90s. That's why I have wrinkles. I understand your pain, my man. I understand your pain. Don't worry, I'll be there soon with the Titans. I'll be there soon with the old Gold Coast, my friend. 2nd tackle here for the Knights. Anti-BKR says boycott this plastic fan. This guy is so obsessed with me and I love it. Oh man, what a cracker. Penalty here, the Knights. And they're going to get into a nice little attacking position here. Darlow Fan Sports says, I'm the opposite of confident. Yeah, of course, man. Being a Dragons fan, it is difficult times right now. But then again, I remember how confident you were at the beginning of the year. So, I love it when people make fake accounts of me. It's like, man, am I really the main thing on your mind? And this guy's here every day too. I love it, man. It's the first tackle of the Knights. They're 25 metres out here from the line. Taken down now at the 20 metres. Here come the Knights 3.5 minutes in here. 3.5 minutes in. 2nd tackle, left-hand side. Here they go. Nice here. We've got numbers here. 4, 3 on 2, 3 on 1. Taken down 20 metres out here. Chance for Newcastle. Early days. Don't forget, guys, smack that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. We are on our way now to 11,000. We are grinding, son. So right-hand side here, third tackle for the Knights. Mitchell Pearce now with the ball. Gets it off. It's going to be Saifiti. Now still at 20 metres. They've made 3 tackles and they've gone literally nowhere. They were at the 20-metre line 3 tackles ago, and now they're still here. What's going on? Left-hand side, kicks it through. Oh, Warriors might have a chance here. No, it's going to be set restart, I would imagine. Or is it knock on? A penalty to the Warriors, apparently. Penalty to the Warriors. Dollar Fan Sports is at the beginning of the year when we were betting Parramatta and that we look good. Now we've turned shit. Yeah, I know, but I was trying to tell you this is what's going to happen after the Parramatta loss. After the Parramatta win. I was like, hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. You know, it's only early days and look, good win, but that's also Parramatta. That's how Parramatta kind of play, and they're, a bit dodgy and debatable in regards to tipping them. So, the Dragons are very well known for starting off the season well and completing the season very poorly. So that's why I was like, So second tackle here for the Warriors at their own 40-metre line. And what says Carver, Rugby, and your commentary. Let's go, mate. That's a good buddy combo right there. You got to love that combo. Anthony Pappenhausen says, is Kalen Pearce back? Kalen was meant to be back, but no. Pearce is back, though, yes. Left-hand side of the Warriors. Past the halfway point, and they're going to step inside. It's going to be 40 metres out here from the Knights line. Mang7 says, why I said yesterday we are April premiers. Yeah, exactly right. Right. Oh, he's been slammed. He's been slammed. So fifth tackle here for the Warriors. 40 metres out, right-hand side. It's going to be Nicarima. Oh! Is that Nicarima? Oh, he's been slammed on fifth. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Buzz? What are you doing, bro? Nicarima, you are kidding yourself if you think you're going to get a contract with an Australian team. Like, what on earth was that? What on earth was that? Rosie O'Keefe says, what are you watching on? I watch it on KO every single game. Every single game. I watch it on KO. People ask me this question every stream, and I say KO every single time. So right-hand side here for the Knights. Set restart here for the Knights too. They've actually started off this game the better. They have started off this game the better. Maybe they might be looking to grind the Warriors out of this. And look, they've lost 2 of their spine. Like, I don't really think their spine's that great anyway. But in the same sense, they've still lost their spine in Wade Egan and Harris Tavita. So the Knights should be feeling an advantage considering that they are 2, big core players from the team. So right-hand side here for Mitchell Pearce. He steps on the inside. He's still going here. He's trying to get the offload away. Could get the offload away. Does get the offload away. Good stuff there by Mitchell Pearce. Kicks it through too. And not a great kick. Not a great kick. And Reese Walsh will pick this one up and he'll get to about 10-metre line. Dollar Fan Sports says, that's true. It feels like ever since 2011, we've always collapsed at the end of the season. I was only young back then. I wouldn't even say this is the end of the season, but yes, usually they collapse at the end of the season. Last year, they probably would have made the 8, but then they coughed up a 12-point lead to the 10-point lead to the Titans with 5 minutes to go and lost that game, obviously. Otherwise, they probably would have made the 8 last year because that was the real killer blow to their season. But every single year, the Dragons held off well and just fall apart midway through to the end, and that's exactly what's happening this year. So 4 tackle here for the Warriors, and they're going to be 40 metres out here from their own line. Thomas Talksport says 20-24 to the Warriors. Fair enough, man. Up it goes. Up it goes. Knights with the ball. Oh, it's going to go backwards. It's going to go all the way back too. It's going to go all the way back. The bounce is going to be bad there. And obviously because it's raining, you don't really ideally want to catch this on the full. So he lets it bounce and then it takes him all the way back to his own line. Gee whiz. That's not a good one there for the Newcastle Knights. So 25 metres out here from their own line. Second tackle here, right-hand side. 30 metres out now. WSN Wiz says, what's up, bro? Hello, mate. How we doing? Going all right. Hopefully the Titans can get a nice little shaky win tomorrow. Been loving the Euros. The Euros been very fun to watch and good time in sport right now. 4 tackle here for the Knights. Just gotten past the halfway marker. Right-hand side they go. Oh, nearly knocks it on there. Saifidi. The Warriors needed to be up close and personal on that one. Gregory Johnson says, most teams besides Melbourne and the Roosters lack the tenacity to go all the way. Why the Roosters? Well, the Roosters got absolutely pumped by the Panthers last night. Oh, good take there by Reese Walsh under a lot of pressure. There, Reese Walsh grabs that one. But I don't understand why we're complimenting the Roosters. They got absolutely pumped last night. They gave up 34 points to the Titans last week after leading 30-4. I wouldn't be complimenting the Roosters per se at this very moment. They'll make the finals, obviously, but let's relax on the saying that they're the only team besides Melbourne to have the tenacity to go all the way. The Rabbitohs will be there and the Panthers will definitely be there. I'd even say the Eels are in a better position than the Roosters, even though the Eels aren't really in a good position at all. Anthony Pappenhausen says, Warriors 28-20, Knights halftime, 18-10 Warriors, first try scorer, Daniel Saifidi. I don't see that many points happening in this game, man. With the rain and with the way these two teams play, On a dry track, you'd assume there'd be quite a high-scoring game because both defenses are shocking and both attacks can be quite scintillating at times. But overall, no, you wouldn't be thinking this is going to be a high-scoring game with the pouring down wet conditions there. Hello, Sallywood. Mang7 says the last season that we were playing well was in 2018 when we made it to the prelim finals. The Dragons? The Dragons made the prelim final. Oh, against the Rabbitohs and 3 field goals. I was at that game. I should know. I was there. I've logged it. It's on the channel. I should know about that. So Knights with the ball here. 30 metres out. 4 tackle. Nice little run there from Brayley. And that's going to be a knock on. No, penalty or high tackle here. High tackle penalty against the Warriors. And that's 2 penalties already in this game. Wowee. Sarkis says, players, what do you think the score will be? I've gone 20-18, but I wouldn't be surprised with a 14-12. Wouldn't be surprised with a 14-12, but I have gone 20-18. I think 20-18 could still be too many points, to be completely honest with you. It could be a bit too many points here in this wet conditions. Like, at least with the Panthers, they have a really good attack and solid defense. And the Roosters, I don't know how they gave up those 12 points so quickly. The Roosters were up 12-0 last night against the Panthers until they got blown out 38-12. So, but yeah, I'll stick with my 20-18 just in case these two teams do still have the attack that they normally possess. But a realistic option based on the weather would be like a 14-12. And I went the Warriors before the game, so I'll go the Warriors. But so far in this game, this first 10 minutes, it's been all the Knights. So second tackle here for the Newcastle, 20 metres out here from the line. Backs inside there, and it's going to be taken down. Third tackle, 15 metres out here from the line. So 10 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. Knights here, 5 minutes out, taken down. 5 minutes out, 4 tackle now. And set restart as well for the Knights. They've got a great chance here to score early days. Left-hand side, steps on the inside. Here we go, chance here for Newcastle. No, he held the ball too long there, and he will go down 5 metres out. So first tackle here for Newcastle. Left-hand side, they go. Knock on. Oh, that's a knock on, and that is a bad mistake. And Fundamental Blake just blatantly missed the ball there. What are you doing? So knock on there for Newcastle, and that was an unreal potential there, but unfortunately the number 6 for the Knights didn't pass the ball out when they had a 3-on-1 on the left-hand side, and probably missed a great opportunity there. WSN Win says, who are you going for in this game? I don't really care. If I'm thinking from a Titans perspective, I'd probably go for the Knights because the Knights are below the Titans. The Warriors are more of a chance of making the 8 than the Knights, even though I don't think either of these teams make the 8. So I guess from a Titans perspective, I'd prefer the Knights, but I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you, man. Anthony Babbenhausen said it's raining, then 21-10 to Warriors. Field goal because of for and against, and field goal going to go to Walsh. I wouldn't take any field goals in wet conditions. Wet conditions field goals are ridiculously difficult. Obviously, field goals are difficult on its field goals are difficult on its normal day, rather than let alone on a wet day like today. But yeah, the Warriors will get the ball here from the knock-on from the Knights. So we're going to obviously expect a lot of knock-ons. I'm definitely leaning more towards that 14-12 scoreline, considering how many knock-ons and penalties we've already seen in this game. It definitely isn't going to be the most exciting of games. Harry Jones' Blues vs Highlanders tonight looks good. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will be looking at the extended highlights of that one. I wish I had been streaming those rugby. The Trans-Tasman rugby this year, but obviously I've been focusing on the NRL this year, but don't worry, the rugby internationals will be streamed on the channel very, very soon. I think next week, actually, we got our first one, Australia versus France in Sydney, which should be a good one. So third tackle here for the Warriors at the 20-metre line here. Bledisloe Cup starting up very soon as well. Bledisloe Cup always does very well on the channel. So for Noah Blake here, 25 metres out here from his own line. Mang7 says, did anyone see Darren Lockie's kick on Sunday? I think everyone's seen that. It was hilarious because it's not the first time he's done that. He did that in a game once from right in front. Oh, 40-20 attempt here, but the Warriors will not be able to get that 40-20. Anthony Pappenhausen says, second score prediction is 16-8 to the Warriors. Well, there you go. You may as well just stuck with the 20-6 or 20-8 or whatever you said before, because you just take away the field goal. So Knights now with the ball, 25 minutes out, even their own line. 28 minutes to go here of the first half. Warriors usually have exciting games. Like, Warriors usually really pick it up towards the end of the game, second half. Whether they're down big or they're up big, they'll either collapse defensively or they'll improve offensively and just make it a good game. I.e., look at the Cowboys game, look at the Tigers game. There's been a Cowboys game as well, too. The two Cowboys games, multiple games with the Warriors this year that have been, honestly, chance of being game of the season, but Titans Roosters one last week was pretty damn well good. So left-hand side here, and that is going to be a pretty average kick, and the Reese Walsh is going to have to bring this one back to about the 20-metre line. Till Trevor says DWZ playing. I don't think Watene Lesniak's signed yet. He's still the Bulldogs. He hasn't signed anything with anybody yet. I know the Warriors have been the one that everyone's been talking about, but I don't believe he's signed with anybody yet. I think he's still with the Bulldogs, technically. He came out on his Twitch, I believe, and said that himself. So Warriors with the ball here, 35 metres out from their own line, 35 metres gone. Melbourne fans, when I came back, 0-0. Well, it is definitely, yeah, it's 0-0, so what do you mean? So 13 minutes gone in. Warriors at the halfway point. Oh, yeah, this is hello from Zakynthos in Greece Dragons. We had someone from Greece actually watching last night too, actually. So left-hand side here. And that's a nice little kick, actually. That's a very good kick. The Warriors need a good chase here. Was there a set restart? Was there a set restart? They put set restart up on the screen. They kicked it. Was there a set restart? Yeah, Anthony Pappenhausen. I'm not going to read that coming out, my man. I'm not going to be reading that coming out. Cos says Eels vs Bulldogs. What are your prediction? I think the Eels should obviously win that one and win that one quite well. If the Eels are feeling like they're any kind of contenders, then they need to be winning that game just like they did the last time. But then again, the last time they weren't impressive against the Dogs, but they won by quite a decent margin. So 4 take leave the Knights, and the Knights will get to the halfway line here on 5th. Not making a great deal of metres either team here, so that 14-12 is definitely looking better right now. That 14-12 is definitely looking better. They're going to let that bounce, and Reese Walsh is going to have to come forward. Oh, wow, he's picked up nicely. He read that beautifully, and Walsh is away here. Walsh is away. Walsh still goes to the left-hand side. He's away here, down the wing, 30 metres, 20 metres, 15 metres, 10 metres, and he's been tackled last second. Good try-saving tackle there by the number 9 Brayley for the Knights. They're 2 metres out here. Walsh read that beautifully. Passed that ball well out to the right-hand side. They should score here, the Warriors. They should have numbers here. There's what, 4 on 3, 3 on 2, and Cohen's going to get taken down 10 metres out. 10 metres out. So second tackle here, set restart here for the Warriors. 10 metres out here. Gets it off. It's going to be Benny Murdoch-Masilla now with the ball. 4 metres out here from the line. Second tackle. Can the Warriors score here? That was a brilliant run from Reese Walsh. Brilliant run. Oh, he gets the offload away here out of Fanua Blake, and they're still taken down here at the 10-metre line. So third tackle now. Third tackle. But yeah, I'll go the Eels by a significant amount there. So third tackle, right-hand side they come. And, oh my God, good defense here for the Knights. You don't usually see this kind of defense for the Knights. They've been shockingly bad in regards to their defense this year, especially against the Tigers. Here we go, 2 of us, a check, wing. Oh no, Ewan Aiken's dropped a sitter. Ewan Aiken has just dropped an absolute sitter. Wow, that was an easy try gone begging there for the Warriors. And 2 of us, a check, gets the ball outside to Ewan Aiken, who just drops the ball over the line. And that one, look at that from Reese Walsh, though. Picks the ball up at about 25 metres out. He spins around. He gets away. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the pace on the wet track, and he also is being pushed out to the side. But Brayley cuts him off nicely. You've got buddy ex-Bulldogs player, I can't think of his name right now, on the inside there. Could have kicked it through or passed it through, but unfortunately, he didn't get it there, and that's an unbelievable. We've seen a couple of really nice chase downs this week with Xavier Coates and obviously Reese Walsh. Sport Action says, I will tell you what, if Reese Walsh gets some more speed, he'll be a superstar. He'll be a superstar regardless, man. That way that he attacked the ball then off that bounce was just brilliant. The way that the ball bounced up for him and then he just attacked it, made the spin move and then broke away. Like, yes, obviously more speed would have scored him the try there, but he's going to be a superstar regardless, man. Marcelo Montoya, thank you. That's the one. The ex-Bulldogs player. Anthony Pappenhausen says, what's the best signing this year for 2022? 2022, gee, we haven't even seen half the signings that'll happen, so let's relax. Next year, we haven't seen it. Well, there's not really a great deal of signings just yet for the next year. So 4 tackled here for the Knights, and rightly so. We shouldn't be seeing really a great deal of signings until the end of the year. William says, g'day Blazy. I thought I couldn't pick to who to tip on this one. Took me days, but I took the Warriors because I haven't gotten one correct tip on the Warriors this season. Fair enough, to be honest with you. That is the kind of team the Warriors are. I went the Warriors, but it's not a confident one. It's a very difficult one, and not for quality reasons, but for really kind of, they both struggle reasons. First tackle here, they're actually both really, really inconsistent teams on a good day, so, you know, even with their full teams. Quinton Ruteni says, thoughts on Dylan Watene Lesniak coming to the Warriors? I don't believe he's signed yet, lads. I'm pretty certain he came out in his Twitch the other day and said that he hasn't even signed with anybody yet. You know, but if he goes to Warriors, then cool. That's fine. That is okay. He's on 800k apparently at the Bulldogs, which I find absolutely ludicrous. But yeah, apparently he hasn't even signed yet. Warriors here, right hand side. They've got numbers again down this wing. Reese Walsh now with the ball. Reese Walsh steps on the right hand side. Reese Walsh away here. Taken down. 20 metres out. Reese Walsh started off with a pretty average start, but he's been really going well in the last couple of moments. Thank you very much to Mariah Holton for subscribing. Warriors here, up in the air. 20 metres out, 15 metres out, 10 metres out. Oh, good take. Good take there by the Knights. Anthony Pappenhausen says Warriors can only beat the okay teams and shit teams. Yeah, but they still struggle in those teams, and the majority of teams do. They're not the only team that have that situation. Big Boy has his Clarkey said he signed. Well, look, it's not that Clarkey's the most official, but in the same sense, if Clarkey said it, then he'd have some pretty good knowledge behind it. So I'd assume he's right. But I just remember seeing a video where Tennis Lesniak came out onto his Twitch and said that he hadn't signed yet. So that's why I can't really. I'm not really going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, absolutely at the Warriors, because he's not. I didn't see it official yet. So Knights here with the ball at the halfway point. Set restarts. They're on third tackle here. 22 minutes to go here of the first half. Let's hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Knights with the ball 45 metres out from the Warriors line. Right hand side they go. Spreads it out to Mitchell Pearce. Pearce here gets it off. It's going to be taken down here. 35 metres out here from the Warriors line. Rosalie O'Keefe says, who are you tipping from the Storm game? I'm taking the Storm by about 400 against the Tigers, yeah. Maybe 404, maybe 406, somewhere about that 400-point margin. So fifth tackle here, Mitchell Pearce, left-hand side. Knights, oh! Steps on the inside, taken down 5 metres short. He offloads it backwards. Why are you offloading that backwards, man? Why are you offloading that backwards? What are you doing? Oh, Mitchell Pearce kicks it through, and that was the dumbest kick ever. What are the Knights doing? I scratch that. I know what the Knights are doing. The Knights are doing what Knights do best, and that's not know what they're doing. Desmond says, who you win? Who I win? Who I win? I'm taking bloody Warriors, but after what I've seen so far, probably the Warriors. Oh, good ankle tap there. The Knights started off the better, but the Warriors have probably been a little bit more dominant in the last probably 10 or so minutes. Anthony Pappenhausen says Dominic Young is from Jamaica. Yeah, I saw that. So left-hand side here, third tackle. Oh, you got to pass that ball there. So it's going to be Warriors here. You're an idiot, bro. What are you doing? Was that Montoya who did that? Who did that? What was that? That was stupid. Oh, it was Sullivan. Brother, what are you doing? Like, that's an obvious obstruction. An obvious obstruction. All you have to do is go down there, my man. Data Fan Sports is 400 plus. Yeah, 400 plus, mate. It's pretty fair, to be honest with you. I just don't understand why you would think that you're able to do that. I don't know why you think you're able to do that. Anthony Pappenhausen says he's an okay player. Well, we'll see how he goes. Obviously, this isn't the best read of a game because it is wet conditions and you don't like seeing debuts. Oh my God. He shanked the kick. It nearly didn't find touch there. It would have been a knock-on anyway, to be honest with you, against the Warriors. So, either way. So, Knights will have the ball here. 35 metres out here from the line. That 14-12 is looking good for the Knights. For the Warriors. So 30 metres out here from the line. Left-hand side they go. Brayley gets it off. It's going to be Mitchell Pearce. Pearce here gets it off to save 50. Savidi taking down 25 metres out here from the line. And set restart comes on up too. Jeez, the Knights have had a lot of set restarts on the line today. They really need to start making the Warriors pay because the Knights have had probably better field position. The Warriors have made the better line breaks and the better breakaways, but the Knights have had the better field position and they've had the ball in the attacking 20 quite a lot. So third tackle here, 10 metres out here from the Warriors line. Left-hand side they go. Mitchell Pearce. Pearce, back. Chancey. No. Taken down. Knights, 8 metres out here from the line. Data Fan Sports says 91-6 is the biggest win in history. 400 plus, I don't think that would happen. Maybe 72 plus, and I think even that's a bit of a stretch. Data Fan Sport, mate, if you think I was being serious about 400 plus, I think you need to take a seat for a second. Left-hand side here with the Knights. Chancey offloads backwards. It's still here with the Knights. Still fit tackle. Claim you got to pass the ball, mate. And he will lose the ball. Data Fan Sport, I can't believe you actually took my 400 plus prediction seriously. Yes, I'm surprised. Because that was clearly sarcastic. So 18 minutes 44 to go here of the first half. And don't comment saying that you didn't take it seriously because that comment is absolutely taking it seriously. So first tackle here because everyone else does that. They say something and I'm like, well, what are you talking about? That's obviously a joke. And then they're like, oh, no, I was joking too. So you weren't. Set restart here for the Warriors. Dad's mate says there's no way you took that seriously. He'll say he thought it was a joke. I guarantee you, he'll come out. Well, there you go. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 35 metres out here. And knock on. Knock on from the Warriors. Knock on from the Warriors. Knock on from the Warriors. And the Knights will get another attacking set here in the attacking 30. Gee whiz. Anthony Huppenhausen says Raiders 24-18 Dragons, Storm 48-18. I don't know if the Tigers are scoring 18, let alone the Storm conceding 18. Not sure. Daniel Wells says, how can the Marlins beat the Cubs 10-2 in... I know. Well, at least we won one game of the Mets series. We won one game. Just. Zempai is still 0-0 after 20 minutes. Yeah, because it's in the wet conditions, man. This is to be expected. This is to be expected. I know these two teams are high-scoring teams normally, but like this is to be expected in these conditions. It is wet, it is cold, it is grindy, and it is shithouse weather. So, first tackle here for the Knights. They're 20 metres out. Thomas Talk Sports says 38-10 to the Storm. La Nieta, City Mambao says Bulla from Malaki. Oh, Malaki Island, eh? All right, second tackle here. And they're going to drop it down. But Bulla, Valava Setico. So, second tackle here for the Knights. Oh, wow, that was a knock on there. Zempai says, oh, it's raining in New South Wales. Yeah, man, it's raining pretty heavily down there. Well, it's raining in Newcastle and it's raining here in Sydney. Nice here, left-hand side. Taken down, 15 metres out. Good tackle from Marcelo Montoya. Good tackle. So, Pierce here, left-hand side, gets it off to Clemmer. Clemmer here, taken down, 5 metres short, 4 tackle. Clemmer hasn't scored in apparently 77 games. Wouchy mama. He is on a nerdy run and a half. So, left-hand side here. Clifford kicks it through. Good kick. Oh, it's touchdown there from the Warriors. It's fine. It's going to be a dropout. It's clearly a dropout here. There's no way There's no way this is not a dropout here. Oh, we're not actually checking this, are we? We're not actually checking this, are we? He clearly puts his ball down here. It's clearly a dropout. Clearly. Daniel Wells says, at least the Brewers lost and the Cubs are still at first place. The Brewers lost to the Rockies the same day. The Brewers have been losing a lot lately. They've lost to the Reds quite a lot as well. The Reds kept saving us in that series against the Mets to stay top, and by them now losing to the buddy Rockies, geez, Rockies aren't a great team. So this is obvious that this gets put down here. So this is like a clear dropout. What are we looking at here? Why do we waste our time by looking at this video ref decision? Will Tom says, hi, hello Will, how you doing, mate? Thomas Talk Sports says this game is going to end up being a 1-0. Well, I can't see a field goal happening in this game, but it'll probably end up being literally like an 8-6 kind of game if we continue like this. I'll still say that 14-12 is definitely looking likely. Definitely. So with 4 tackle here, it's going to be a dropout here from the Warriors to the Knights. Thank you very much to Will Tom for subscribing. Appreciate my guy. Who do you support? Yeah, very lucky though the Knights got that ball back just before. Quinton Retenny says, I think Roger Tuivasa-Sheck goes fullback when Warriors defend on the line. I'm not too sure. I'll have a look now. I haven't noticed it before. That bounce will be good for the Knights. So, he's luckily not knocked that ball on. Jeez, he nearly knocked that ball on at the 45 metre off the dropout. That would have been shocking, but he does hold that ball nicely. Dallo Fan Sports says, I'd argue National League Central is an average division this season. I'd say NL West is the best. But this season, last season, every season, the National League West is usually the best, my man. They got the Dodgers and they got the Padres. And when you got the Dodgers and you got the Padres in the division, of course they're going to be the best. But the Cubs are looking red hot considering that we beat the Dodgers and we beat the Padres. So just want to throw that one out there. So 4 tackle here, left-hand side here for the Knights. Left-hand side. Didn't we sweep the Padres, actually? I'm pretty certain we swept the Padres. Oh, the Knights knocked the ball on. Warriors are going to have the ball here, and Aiken's going to pick it up. Aiken's away here for the Warriors. He's away. He's still going. He's 40. He's 30. Oh, look at this guy. The Jamaican still. He slips up, and he doesn't get it. But Ewan Aiken slides over the line. It's a try time for the Warriors. Ewan Aiken picks the ball up 10 metres out from his own line. The knock on for the Knights really screwed them up there. And Ewan Aiken says, boom, boom, pow. How we doing? Get that in your face. Try time for the Warriors. Sportsmaster says, go to the Cavs last night. Gary Rowan is my dad. He is an absolutely beautiful man after last night. DRXPPED says, yo, bro, hello, mate, how we doing? But the Knights here, they go out to the left-hand side. He drops the ball. He drops his lollies. His lollies are everywhere. Ewan Aiken says, I'm hungry. I want some sweets. He picks up the lollies. He chomps on them at the 40. He chomps on them at the 20. He chomps on them at the 10. And he puts the lollies over the line. Unbelievable. He is a man and a half. Dasmate says, and the Padres are meant to be good. They're very good, but I'm pretty certain we swept them. Anthony Pappenhausen says, I was at my game today and we lost 52-4. Well, I'm just going to stop reading that one there then. Rocky one day says, I was just going to say take him off. Take who off? Ewan Aiken? Why? Like, yes, you and I can drop that ball before, but the pass was kind of here. How you going? It's a difficult day to be catching the ball, to be honest with you, with these wet conditions. But oh my goodness me, is that Dominic? Who is that? Is that Dominic Young, the one on the wing there that chased him down? He had him easy. I don't know why he dived at him. Dominic Young, or I'm not too sure who that player is, had him easy. It was like when Josh Adokar had Xavier Coates easy, but he dived too early. I don't know why he dived so... Oh, no, try confirmed. Why the referee was whistling them? Ben Baker says the Warriors 4-0 up, or have they scored a try? Sorry, I just came. They just scored a try just now. UNA can pick the ball up after a Knights knock-on 10 metres out from the Warriors line. UNA can just break away and puts the ball over the line. Dollar Fan Sports says the worst division is the AL Central. Oh man, I find it very, very funny you say that. I find it very, very funny that you say that. Because the White Sox can suck one. Alrighty, so back on. It is 4-0 right now to the Warriors. The kick to come to Reese Walsh. That's right. Anything Babingham says we are last in the ladder. They were third. 1 second. Oh, the ball's come off the kicking tee here. The ball's come off the kicking tee. Everyone calm down. Everyone relax. But the Warriors are at 4-0. Shadow Ninja Ghost says, hey, Blaze. Hello, mate. How are we doing on this fine, kind of not fine, rainy Saturday? How are we doing? Because right now, this has been a shocking game. But it's not been like the worst game to watch ever, but it's not been the greatest game because there's been quite a few mistakes. So I just poured myself a nice glass of water. And Walsh, oh, this kid's unbelievable. This kid is just ridiculous. That is a brilliant kick there from Reese Walsh, and that'll be 6-0 here to the New Zealand Warriors. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys. Let's get one more like to hit 50. Subscribe if you're new around here. And don't forget, if you are missing some of my streams and you don't get to the streams, and you want to still see the big talking points that we have, the third channel of mine, BKR Clips, in the pinned comment over there, in the blue comment, jump on there, click on subscribe, because that's where clips are going to be starting to come every single day from all the streams, the biggest parts, from Monday onwards. So obviously, jump on over there and get around it. Dallas Fan Sports says, White Sox is any other division, I think they would struggle. The White Sox suck. Oh, I hate the Sox. No, I don't really hate them. They were my first ever... They were, funnily enough, kind of my first team that I supported, but I only supported them for a week before I went to Wrigley Field for the first time. Oh, my God, the Warriors, what are you doing? He has to get out of there. Can he get out? No, that's unbelievably bad from the Warriors. That is unbelievably bad from the Warriors. Willie Barnes says, no Coke Zero today, mate. Ronaldo's butterfly effect. Mate, you're not wrong. I still got the can over here, but I didn't get enough cans. So now, I'm basically Ronaldo. I'm basically Ronaldo. Daniel Wells says the White Sox are pretty good. Daniel, stop it! There's only one team in Chicago, and that's the mighty Cubbies, son. Need Jim. Let's go, the Cubbies. So, nice on the ball here, 45 metres out from their own line. Good drop out there for the Warriors, to be completely honest with you. Shadow Ninja Ghost says, who do you think will win? Well, I said, what do you think will win? Well, geez, I don't know what I think will win, but who I think will win, I'm taking the Warriors here. And I'm taking them 14-12. I said in the wet conditions, the 14-12 is looking the goods. Evan's not here, says, hey, Blaze. Hello, mate. So right-hand side here for the Knights. They're 35 metres out here from the Warriors line. And here they go. They're 25 metres out here now from the Warriors line. Third tackle now. Right-hand side they go. Tasman says, I will win. You will not win because you're a Dogs fan, and Dogs fans do not win. They do not win. But then again, you're only as good as your last game. And the Dogs fans, you know, they won against the Dragons. The Dragons fans, big fat L right there. Fourth tackle for the Knights. Left-hand side, 15 metres out. Here they go. Chancey, Newcastle. He rolls around. Taken down 2 metres short here. 2 metres short. Right-hand side, the Knights go. Chance here, Clifford kicks it through, beautiful kick, it's going to be a dropout. Nice kick there from Clifford. It will be a dropout here for the Warriors to the Knights. Shadow Ninja Ghost is 14-12, no, I think 24-6. Nah. No. Jim Jones says, you ready for Turbo tomorrow, mate? I am ready. I am absolutely ready to watch him not do well. Huh? How about that one? You didn't really give me a good question there because I could easily spin that to be in favour of the Titans. Up the Penny Panthers says, are you streaming the Raiders Dragons? Mate, I stream every single game, my man. I'm streaming every single damn more game. Daniel Wells says, well, Cardinals lost 1-9 because the Cardinals suck ass. So 11.5 minutes to go here in the first half. The Knights will have the ball here. 40 metres out here from the Warriors line. Pepe says, let's go. Let's go, baby. Here go the Knights. Here's a chance for them. The Warriors with a very good try just before, but can the Knights hit back right now? First tackle leave the Knights, 25 metres out. Reese Walsh says, up the Warriors. Nice, still going here, Sophie. He's still going. 10 metres out now. Gee whiz, a whiz, a whiz. Pepe says Warriors, getting around the Warriors too. So second tackle for the Knights. Right-hand side, Mitchell Pearce steps on the inside, gets up to Saifiti. Saifiti here, 10 metres out now. Warriors with a nice try to Ewan Aitken, but gee whiz, straight away they coughed up the return kick, and the Knights now back on the front foot. Here they go! Chance! Oh! Taken down. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost. Oh, stripped. Okay, no, don't worry, he's stripped. He's been stripped naked, basically, with that ball coming out there. So, with 10.5 minutes, Desmond says, watch the Knights do nothing. Mate, I've been doing that for the last 20 years. What are you talking about? I've been doing that for the last 20 years. 2 decades, mate. Jim Jones says, come on the Titans. Good on you, Jim. Get around the old boys. Jack Smallcombe says, come on the Knights. So right-hand side here for the Knights. There's 10 minutes, 20 to go here of the first half. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you are new around here. But with 10 minutes to go here, Knights with the ball. First tackle, left-hand side. Mitchell Pearce underneath. Should be a try, should be a try, should be a try. Try time! Newcastle Knights go over the line here. And Fitzgibbon will make it a 6-4 ball game with a kick to come just to the left-hand side of the post. And it should be a 6-6 ball game here. The Knights hit straight back after the Warriors go and score that Ewan Aitken try down the wing. But nice little roll-away try there. Pearce with the assist too. Gets to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon just too strong there. Is that Benny Murdoch-Masilla? And then he rolls around him and puts the ball over the line. Try time to the Knights. And it should be a tie game here with this kick coming up. Telefair Sports says, White Sox have a worse history than the Orioles, and the Orioles last time they were good was when Parramatta won the premiership. I believe the White Sox won in 2005, though, so they've got a better history than the Orioles. White Sox won in 05, I think it was. So they're like the Tigers. Gee whiz, you don't want to be like the West Tigers. Anthony Pappenhauer, that's right, mate. There you go. So with 9 minutes left here. Anthony, you say this every stream, bro. We get it, mate. We get it. So Fitzgibbon here, 2 tries this season, 26 in his career. Kazzy says, hi, hello, Kazzy. Who you going for this game? Getting around the Knights, getting around the Warriors, or getting around the Titans? Because everyone gets around the Titans every time. Shadow Ninja Ghost says, did he miss the goal? Hasn't converted yet. We're still waiting here for the conversion. Mitchy Boy says, go the Knights. He's getting around Newcastle. Jake Clifford here, 31 from 20 career goals, 65%. Not the greatest. Let's not lie here. Let's not lie. He's not the greatest. Not the greatest with the old conversions here. Casey says Gold Coast. See, this is what I'm talking about, Cassie. Everyone, this is why you're a legend. Because the Gold Coast are the greatest. On the planet, mate. On the planet. So 8 minutes 44 left here. And the Knights will... Oh, he's missed it. The wind has just taken it nowhere. The wind has just taken it and it's hit Kalen Pong on the head. He's not even playing. That is just shocking, that kick. Like, obviously, you have to adjust for the wind, my guy. Like, legit because it's full pass by Pearce. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But 6-4, here's the score. How did he miss that one? Dasmate says Gold Coast Suns are the greatest. They're not Gary Rowan, mate. There's no way that was a 4 pass. What planet are you living, Jedkos? What planet are you living where that's a 4 pass, my man? So 8 minutes 40 to go here, first half. But Dasmate says Gold Coast Suns are the greatest. They are no Gary Rowan. They do not have Gary Rowan in their team, which is a problem because Gary Rowan is my dad. So with 8 minutes 30 left here, the Knights will have the ball. 65% possession to Newcastle in this half so far. See, so they are unlikely to be down 6-4. They just haven't been doing anything with it. Jack Smallcombe says, did he miss the kick? Yes, he did. From not in front, but close enough to in front to be like, what are you doing, Champione? Mitchy Boy says, why is Kurt Mann at fullback? Because they don't have another fullback, I don't believe, because Kalen Pong is obviously out injured still. I don't believe he's playing the Origin 2 next weekend either. So, Mitch Boyce's text should be fullback. He's not exactly, he hasn't lit it up as a fullback for the Knights, to be completely honest with you. You know, the Knights are in a bit of a situation in regards to their depth. Jed Kerr says, I'm going for Knights, but flat at least, brother. Look, yeah, flat, but it wasn't forward. There's no way that was forward. But I'll give you flat. I personally didn't see it as that close. I think you thought that because Pearce was facing backwards, that's going to be a penalty against the Knights. The Warriors will get a penalty here and put themselves into a nice attacking position. Pearce was facing backwards. Obviously, he had the incoming strong, pacey runner there of Fitzgibbon. So the way kind of he passed the ball, I guess might have looked forward to you, but it wasn't really. He was running backwards. So Pearce, when someone's running backwards and someone's running forwards, and you pass the ball backwards or flat at very best, it's always going to look forward because of the way the movement straight afterwards. So that's just my explanation for why you would have thought that was forward, but there you go. So first tackle here, 7 minutes to go here, first half. Warriors here! Nearly knocked it on there, but he will not knock it on. Penalty, high tackle, I think, maybe. It's going to be a high tackle. I disagree with that. Okay, it says Gold Coast. I don't know. Message retracted. Dasmate says Ben King is better than no cat. Yeah? How are the Sunnies still on the ladder right now? So the Knights here. I believe there's going to be... I don't think this is a sin bin. There surely isn't this is a sin bin here. But then again, we saw some ridiculous... Oh, my God. If you call this a sin bin, I'm flipping out. There's no way. Last night, we saw a ridiculous sin bin for the Cowboys. There's no way we see a sin bin here. There's no way. There is no way we see a sin bin here. No way we see a sin bin here. No way. No way. No way. There's no way. Don't you do it. Don't you dare show us a sin bin here. Don't you dare show us a sin bin here. There's no way. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. How can you sin bin him? He's on the ground. He's on the ground. How can you sin bin this man? He's on the ground. How can you sin bin a man there? Like, it actually blows my mind, this sport right now. Sport actually says the pants that's Reece Simmons was worse because he slipped. Butter! He's literally sleeping on the ground. How can you sin bin a man there? How can you sin bin a man there? He's tackling his knees at that point. He would normally be tackling his knees at that point. Jake Passfield, you're a flog, mate. Catch you later. So it's going to be Warriors of the ball here. And they've got a chance to score. But like shit, man. What's going on here? So Warriors here, 10 metres out, right-hand side, second tackle, Reese Walsh with the ball. And it's going to be a big run here, 10 metres out. Daniel Slutz says it's getting a bit ridiculous, these rules. Like, it's stupid. It is dead set stupid. So Warriors now the ball, third tackle, 8 metres short here of the line. Does make I'm having an aneurysm. I just don't get it. He's on the ground, basically lying down. That was worse than the Cowboys call yesterday. Ewan Aiken with a great run there, 4 tackle, 3 metres out. Senpai says, how good are the rest? Horrific. Just so bad. So Reese Walsh here gets it off to Nicarima. Nicarima kicks it through. One of the dumbest kicks I think I've seen in a long time. And now the Knights on the ball here, 3 minutes out from their own line. John says, I like the new rules, the 2-point drop kick and head-high penalties. Head-high penalties are fine, but not when their knees and body are literally on the grass. Zach Mayer says, damn, I joined at the wrong time. No, you joined at the right time, my friend. You know why? Because every time's the right time, BKRsport. Cheers to that, my friend. So third tackle of the Knights. They're only 10 metres out from their own line. Set Reese up. They need that. Chad Tempsey said, I'm so sick of that this shit rule. Where the hell is it meant to go? Exactly right. I get it if it's a high tackle, a normal high tackle, when they're both standing up and it's a blatant high tackle. I get it. But you can't be calling this shit that we've seen this weekend 2 times now where they're literally their knees are on the ground and they come across them high. Normally, if that's that as a tackle is on the knees. That tackle against Nicarima just then was on the knees, but because Nicarima had slipped to the ground and was on the ground, it then hits him across the chops. If you want to give a penalty, fair enough, but you can't punish someone for 10 minutes because of that shit. So left-hand side of the Knights. Mitchell boys, just like the reference State of Origin game, completely on New South Wales side. No, I'm a Queensland fan, man. We lost that one fair and square, my guy. It's a fifth tackle here. Up it goes. Oh, the wind is horrific. Wind is horrific there. Nice kick it through. It goes there. It's a good little kick, but Reese Walsh will pick this ball up about 10 metres out from his own line. Oren Hasselton says, hey, man, just came in to say hi. Good on you, mate. Well, you've come in and you've seen me raging over a stupid call. Chris Parry says he can't kick a goal, that's for sure. I know, shocking. I know, it was a shocking kick. So 4 minutes left here, first half. We're on 57 likes right now, guys. Let's get 3 more likes. Let's hit 60 right down. Well, now it's going to be a close game regardless. I called a 14-12 to the Warriors. I was kind of close to the Cowboys Sharks game last night. I'm going to claim it, but it wasn't really in the end. Oh, 40-20! Oh, no, so close. I think it's about 22 metres out here. I think the referee was incorrect there with the touch judge call, but in the same sense, it wasn't a 40-20, but it was close. But it was close. Because Kathy says the new NRL rules are bad. I think they're just being misinterpreted. I don't think they're bad. I think the new NRL rules are being overutilized beyond technicality. Because it's like VAR. VAR shouldn't be used in the way VAR is used. VAR is the right thing to do in football, but it gets overused to the literally less than a 0.1 of a centimetre. If you're offside, then that 0.1 of a centimetre calls you offside. That's not offside. You know what I'm saying? But because of the technicality, if you're offside, if there's anything in front, they call it offside. But it's like in the NRL. If you contact the head at any stage, they say it's in bin. But how are you meant to stop what you're doing when they're on the ground and you normally would be tackling them around the knees? It doesn't make sense. John Johnson says, I think it's awesome. I hate getting concussions. The rule is correct. What I'm saying is high tackles should be should have been taken away from the game, absolutely, and you should be penalised for it. But not when your knees are on the ground and you're already on the ground. How can you class as a high tackle when you'd normally be tackling them around the knees at that point? I don't get it. So 90 with the ball, 30 minutes out from the line. High tackles, fine. Penalise them. There's no way that was a sin bin just now. And I don't even think it's a penalty, but I guess you can call it because you still should do your best to get away from that. But like still, Elijah McCall, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you, dude. Who are you going for? So right inside, Jed Kurtz, that is crazy soft. That sin bin same as CEO last night, and I go Penrith at penalty, move on. But you don't really just move on because you know this is going to happen again in either today's game or another game later on. Like there'll be a game at some point where that'll happen again, and that's why it's so frustrating. That's why you go on about it because it's not. That happened last night. It happened twice last night. Cowboys Sharks was worse than the Panthers Roosters game, in my opinion. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 45 metres out here from their own line. Jet tells us who looks best. Whoa, neither, but Warriors breaking through here. I wouldn't say anyone, really. I guess maybe the Knights because they've had more possession, but it's like they've not done anything with it. Set restart here for the Warriors, though. 30 metres out, left-hand side. The Knights do still have that man in the bin. Warriors are away here. Taken down 15 metres out. He's still going. He hasn't been tackled yet. Jazz Tavunga taken down 5 metres short here of the line for the Warriors. 5 minutes short here of the line for the Warriors. Can they get one just before half-time? A minute to go here. First tackle, Warriors right-hand side. Surely, a man in the sin bin for the Knights. The Warriors should be scoring right now. That's what I get what you're saying now, Jed Kurz. I misread your comment saying that's what I mean, bro. Penalty. That is all. Yeah, absolutely, Jed. I agree with that one. I get it being a penalty, but there's no way that was a sin bin just now. No way. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 2 metres out of the line. 49 seconds to go here of the first half. Left-hand side. Sullivan now with the ball. Sullivan at the halfway point. Gets up to Nicarima. Nicarima steps on the inside. He makes a break. Taken down 4 metres short. So 37 seconds left to the first half. 4 tackle for the Warriors. They need something here. Nearly knocked it on. No, Curran gets the ball out to the wing, and there's not going to be much going on there. So Marcelo Montoya taken down 10 metres. He's taken over the sideline. Oh, he offloads it, but Curran knocks the ball on. So that will more than likely be the halftime score. That will more than likely be the halftime score here for the game. It will stay at 6-4 to the Warriors. But geez, that was a hectic little finish there. But I think the Knights will still have that man in the bin for the next 5 minutes or so. 4 or 5 minutes. But Marcelo Montoya steps on the inside there. Fitzgibbon comes along nicely. I think that's an Chwala who comes over across as well. And they take him over the sideline. And there we go. So, halftime here. 6-4 to the New Zealand Warriors. Look, not exactly the greatest, most enthralling of halves, but in the same sense, it was exciting towards the end there. And we all know what the Warriors and Knights are like. They always put, well, the Knights, Warriors specifically, they always put in an exciting finish in the second half. So, look, excited for the second half. Let me know in the chat what you think of the game so far. Hit that thumbs up button. We're on 61 likes right now. Let's get to 70 before halftime finishes. Subscribe if you're around here. And don't forget, BKR Clips. If you missed my streams and you want to still hear the best parts of the streams and the chats that we speak about, jump over to BKR Clips, the channel in the pinned comment. Click on that. Click on subscribe. And we'll see you guys. Those videos will come on Monday. Rosalie says, how many players on for the Knights? Well, 12, because it's a sin bin. Thank you very much, Troy Harris, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Elijah McCall says, Warriors getting around the Warriors in today's game. Mitchy Boy says, whatever happened to RTS? In what sense? What are you talking about? What do you mean? He's playing today. Obviously, he is playing as a winger. The reason why is because obviously they want Reese Walsh to really take a hold of that position, considering that he's going to be considering he's going to be the fullback from next year, more than likely. But then again, Watini Zalesniak's been signed, so they might keep Reese Walsh in the halves. Zalesniak, well, if Watini Zalesniak's been signed, then he goes to the fullback, Walsh will stay in the halves, and that's how it will go. But yeah, it's interesting. Tazayu says, Reese Walsh is actually such a gun. I know. As a Broncos fan yourself, Tazayu, you wouldn't be liking the fact that he got canned because he's not good enough, apparently. Or not ready for the NRL, they said. John says, soccer is soccer, NRL has no identity. What? Mitchy Boy says, I don't see him playing much. He plays nearly every game. He's just on the wing. Taylor Yu says he legit has the best stats for the Warriors. Uh, yeah, I'm not too certain what's going on. Tuivasa-Sheck's been good this year. He's just obviously been playing the wing, not playing as a fullback. He's been playing on the wing because obviously they're reshuffling the positions around because they're getting ready for Tuivasa-Sheck to be playing for the Blues next year, Auckland Blues, not for the New South Wales Blues, obviously. But yeah, no, it's he's definitely playing, man. Mang7 says, was it the Broncos that said that Sam Walker wasn't very ready for the NRL? No, but the Broncos did mess that up. I think the Broncos tried doing dodgy. So basically, I'm not really ruining anything here. The Broncos have a knack, and I can tell you this from personal experience. The Broncos have this ability to bully younger players into believing that they're their only option. And there are a lot of players over the years that have been screwed up because of this tactic that the Broncos have used for so long. I'm trying to make this understandable without putting myself into legality issue. But the Broncos have always withheld players and guilt-tripped players into not making a move that was better for them because the Broncos didn't want somebody else to have them, but the Broncos didn't necessarily want them for themselves, but they definitely didn't want anybody else to have them. So, look, they're an organisation that needs a complete reshuffle, in my personal opinion, and that's a big reason why I dislike them as a club, because of everything that goes on off the field rather than on the field. Joy Harris says, Reese Walsh is fullback next year. Dallin is on the wing for the Warriors. Well, that's an opinion. I don't know. You guess you could do that, obviously with Mamalo going, so I don't know why they got rid of Mamalo, but unless I think he said he wanted to stay in Australia, or that could be somebody else, but that could be an option. Yeah, with Teens Lesniak to the wing and Reese Walsh to the fullback, but in the same sense, the halves aren't great for the Warriors, and the hooker role's not great for the Warriors, so you'd be looking towards changing that up, and I believe Nikorima wants to stay in Australia, so Nikorima wouldn't be playing in the halves either, so with Harris, Tavita, and O'Sullivan, brother, you need a bit better the halves combination than that, in my personal opinion. Zampai says Seabold wanted Walker at fullback and he didn't want to play at fullback. Yeah, well, Seabold's an idiot. Tatsy says, question is, when does Piakura play? Well, I would assume that the Broncos are going to have a massive reshuffle now. I think that they're going to really just change their entire team list around, and they're going to start playing players based on, I guess based on merit rather than just because they've got a name for themselves. Well, that's what we hope anyway. Obviously, the Broncos have gone so far downhill that you don't really know what's going to go on here with that team. Look, they do have ability. The Broncos do have a team there, but they're getting rid of majority of them. They've got Payne Haas there, cool. He's not going to lead you to a great deal. Like, yes, he's got a great deal of stats, but in the same sense, like, he's not really a game changer. You don't look for that position. Like, you don't look at forwards. This is why when people say Fafita's not meant to be a game changer. If Fafita's a game changer, that's a positive. It's like Payne Haas. Payne Haas is not meant to be a game changer. If he's a game changer, that's a positive. Your game changers are your fullback, your 5'8", your halfback, and your hooker. That is who is meant to be the game changers. If anybody else is a game changer, that is just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? So, look at the Broncos. Like, Isako's not a game changer. Who's their fullback? Carmichael Hunt is their 6 right now. What the shit? Like, he hasn't played in, 7 years? Some shit? Who's the other? Tyson Gamble. Brother, please. And then number 9, I can't even remember his name. And half the time I forget his name even when watching those games. So that's my opinion of the Broncos. And I'm not doing this out of, hey, I have this banter with Broncos fans as a bit of a joke and a bit of a laugh. I grew up in Brisbane until I was 13. I had Brisbane as basically my team until the Titans came into the comp and I started going to games very regularly. But like, shit, man, that club is so disappointing. But it's because their organisation is just rotten inside. Troy Harris says Ken Mamalo was pretty much pushed out just like Sean Johnson. I don't get it. He was a good player. He was one of the better wingers in the comp. I didn't understand it. Tata, you said if Tavita leaves, we are screwed. He ignites the team. I'm pretty certain he's already signed with the Tigers. I'm pretty certain he already signed with the Tigers because the Broncos pushed him out. The Broncos said, you're gone. Very ill-disciplined player, but can be a game changer. Bonus game changer. Tilchunga said, do the Origin teams get selected tomorrow? I think New South Wales tomorrow night, and I think Queensland Monday. I think that's how it usually goes. John says, NRL is copying American NFL rules. Well, that's just a stupid comment. Zempai says, Isako, Oates, Pangai, and Lodge will be leaving too. I believe Lodge has gone to the Warriors. I don't really understand it. I think Lodge is a pretty underwhelming for a front rower. I think he's okay, but I don't think he's like a specialty front rower that you'd be going all that side, especially on the type of contract he's on. He's on a quite a significant contract. William says, does anyone have a clue of what is going on with Tony Staggs? Still injured, mate. He did an ACL, didn't he? Did an ACL. Lockie says, how's it going, mate? Pray Titans don't play as well this week as they did in the second half last week. Lockie, I hope they do. How about that one? Yeah? You like that one? Oh, yeah, you like that one. I want the Titans to play that whole game because last week, first half, defensively, they were atrocious. And in the second half, they were very good for 30 minutes. Oh, 28 minutes. From the 51st minute until the 77th minute, they were unbelievable. Unbelievable. But in the last 3 minutes, they were shocking again. I can't believe Fogarty drops that ball. Mang7 says, why does Queensland always reveal the teams the day after New South Wales? The teams have already been selected, to be honest with you, mate. This is just... Like, New South Wales selected the same day because they want to do that. Realistically, they've got until the Monday to do it. The reason why Queensland do it is because then they can have a chat the next day if they ideally wanted to change their mind and have a think about it after the Sunday games. New South Wales just do it to get out of the way, to be honest with you. There's no real difference, to be completely honest with you. King Governor says, why are Broncos planning on getting rid of Pangai? In my opinion, he's their best forward, so it doesn't make sense. Well, Payne Haas is their best forward, but Tavita Pangai Jr. can be their best forward and worst forward in the same game. Tavita Pangai Jr. is such a polar. He can be a polar opposite kind of player in the exact same game where he can get sin bin twice, but also he can score 3 tries. Well, not 3 tries, but 2 tries. He can be that kind of dominant player. Troy Harris says, Warriors need another halves partner for Reese Walsh and a backup for Wade Egan. Well, they've got Harris Tavita next year, don't they? Because Nickareema's not going to be there because Nickareema said he wants to stay in Australia, but I don't know what team's going to sign him. What, the Tigers? Or the Tigers, are they really going to stick with Luke Brooks? Like, are they seriously sticking with Luke Brooks at this point? Are they just going to do it because they've just screwed themselves over? 5 likes away from 70, by the way, guys. 5 likes away from 70. They might just go with Luke Brooks and who's their other half partner? I don't even know. But who's Nickareema going to? I guess the Raiders need a half right now, considering it. But then again, Sean Johnson's up there. You know, like the halfbacks on the table right now, there's quite a few. There's Sean Johnson. I guess Matt Moylan might not be re-signed by the Sharks, so he could be up there as well. Thanks very much, Lorna, Elliot Kim, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Who do you go for, Lorna? There's quite a few halfbacks on the radar right now, so it's not really the best time for Nickareema to be trying to test the market. Sponge Boy Me Bob says, Warriors were only ever good when Stacey Jones almost won them a grand final. 2011, Sean Johnson nearly won them a grand final, but obviously they didn't get there in the end. Manly did win that one, but 2011 they were pretty good. The Warriors were very exciting to watch back then. Troy Harris says, we the Warriors need a solid spine. They do, but then again, every team needs that. So welcome to rugby league. But yeah, look, the Warriors' spine is just bland. And it has been for quite some time, in my personal opinion. They are a team that haven't been able to find any kind of rhythm since 2011, 2012, and I don't even know how long after 2011 they were good for, because they've just always been a very inconsistent team every single year. JS is at the Parramatta Eels. Well, speaking of inconsistent, there we go. There's a Parramatta Eels fan. Big Boy Has says, Raiders aren't wanting Sean Johnson. They are looking at, guess what, another English player that will leave 2 years. I saw that with Gareth Widdop. I thought, what are you doing? I didn't get that. I saw that and I thought, why? You've just signed an English player, an English half, who was good at the start and fell apart. Gareth Widdop was good at the start and I would argue fell apart too. Better, though, than George Williams on his fall apart. I don't get it because obviously Gareth Widdop's going to want to go home at some point. Obviously Gareth Widdop isn't going to stay here long term. And didn't he leave the Dragons because he wanted to go home? So I don't really understand the Raiders' thought process there. I don't really get it. SpongeBob Bob says, I don't even notice they've lost so many games. I forgot they existed, to be honest. Who's this? Oh, the Warriors. Oh, true. Thomas Fork says, if Sean Johnson replaces Reynolds, do you think the Rabbitohs will still make top 4 in 2022? Or do you think a team like Manly could push them out? They really overrate Manly a great deal. Manly were good in that stage when Trbojevic came back, but in the same sense, you can't be just thinking this team's like a grand final team right now. Like, they're still not that good. Like, they're good, but they're not like Panthers Storm good in what I'm saying. I still don't put them... Look, I personally believe they won that Parramatta Eels game, and I tipped Manly because of Bobby Fulton. They beat the Titans well because that was the day Tommy Trbojevic came back, and it was just a, mudgy miracle by the ambush. They played a couple of teams here and there where, look, they were very good in with Trbojevic, but in the same sense, they've got so many errors in their game still. They're not unbeatable at all. And we saw that against the Knights. The Knights beat them, 14-12 or some shit? a couple of weeks back. So the point of the matter is that, like, yeah, Manly are good, but, like, I don't understand why they've been touted as a grand finalist. You know, like 8 weeks ago, whenever 6 weeks into the competition, people were saying they were going to last. Sponge Boy Bob says, I swear I had no idea that Johnson took them to a final. Well, you must have been sleeping in 2011. Mang7 says, before he left, Gareth Widdop made an agreement with the Dragons that if he decides to come back to the NRL, then he can only come back to the Dragons, except the Dragons don't want him now. Yeah, I saw that. The Dragons said they don't want him, yeah. Chris Howard, New Zealand says 18-10 Warriors win. I'm still saying 14-12. Said it before the game, saying it now. Well, I kind of said 20-18, but then when I looked at the rain, I said it's probably going to be 14-12. But I did take the Warriors just, but not convincingly. Sash and Kelson says that sin bin was not deserved, but I guess it sort of made up for the forward pass. Wasn't a forward pass and wasn't a sin bin. So both those statements were incorrect. Zempai says 2011, year of the Tigers. No, 2011 was the year of Manly. 2011, year of the Tigers. What the shit? 2011, that was the year that the Tigers haven't won since 2005. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Joseph says the Warriors need better halves. The Warriors need a better spine. Better spine. Yes, they've got no halves right now, and their hooker roll is she's bland anyway with Wade Egan. Their halves are what? Harris Savita normally with Nicarima. Nicarima doesn't want to be there anymore, so Sullivan's there, and Harris Savita's injured right now for the rest of the season. They put Reese Walsh there with Tuivasa-Sheck in the fullback, but in the same sense, like, going forward next season, what are the Warriors going to be doing there? They need someone better. The Warriors are coming back out to the field here. 2 likes away from 70. Smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're on new around here. We're on our way to 11,000 subscribers. We are for line right now. So hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, BKR Clips, the second channel, starts up on Monday, where we obviously take the clips from these streams and we put them, the best chat that goes onto a video over there. So obviously go and subscribe to BKR Clips too. But the Warriors are coming out in the field here. Let me know in the chat, guys. Who do you think wins the game? It is a very close game right now. 6-4 is the score. I tell you what, it might be an interesting one here. The Warriors always have close games. Zempai says, wait, I thought 2011 was the last year they made the finals. That was the last year they made the finals. So yes, I guess that was the year of the Tigers, because that was the last time the Tigers did actually make the finals. You are correct, I believe. Chris House says, I try to wipe 2011 from my memories as a Gold Coast Titans fan, so thank you. Loggy says, Warriors probably win. I bloody tip the Knights. Yeah, I think the Warriors win. I did tip the Warriors with both scores, whether it was 20-18 or 14-12. I just thought the Warriors, I guess, it's just so unimpressive whoever wins this game. But in the same sense, somebody has to win. If we get a draw, I'm probably going to cry myself to sleep tonight whilst headbutting a wall, because this would have been the most boring game. And then to have a draw, I'd probably throw myself into a river. Jack Dempsey says Newcastle 15-14, Mitchell Pearce field goal. But why? Where are we getting a field goal from? Why are we seeing a field goal in pouring down wet conditions? I don't get it. SpongeBob Bob says Warriors lost their mongrel years ago. Yeah, probably about 10 years ago. 2011. Like what we were just saying. There you go. Bullet Boom says, yeah, boring and understatement. Well, yeah, look, that's the thing. Like, this game, they're both not quality teams. They're playing in wet conditions. Defensively, they're both not good. And attacking-wise, they're both pretty good. But the wet conditions take away that attacking factor. So you've seen UNA can break away for a try, but that's off a... People forget, that try for the Warriors wasn't off their attack. It was off a defensive move. The Knights knocked on. Warriors picked the ball up, scored a try. The Knights scored off an attack, but in the same sense, it's just not been great. So, look, hopefully something can change in the second half, but it's still pouring down rain there. It's still cold. It's still shithouse conditions. So, we'll see how they go. Sally Richard says, what's your thoughts on New South Wales players maybe not being let into Queensland? I've been at work, so I haven't heard any updates. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know anything about this. I'm in Sydney right now, and I was close to going to the Titans game tomorrow, so that's interesting. Oh, whoa! Warriors kick the ball off, and they're going to get the ball off their own kickoff. The Warriors kick the ball off, and they're going to get the ball off their own kickoff. So, gee whiz, good start here for the Warriors. They're going to be 25 metres out here from the Knights line. 20 metres out now, second tackle. Troy Harris says, don't care what people say. My Warriors, they're my team. Oh, exactly right. I'm a Titans fan. I don't give a shit what people say. Like, if people say we're shithouse, I'll be like, yeah, pretty much, fair enough, man. But I'm still a Titans fan. Like, I don't really give a shit. I do, but I don't. So third tackle here, 10 metres out. Warriors left-hand side here. Chance here. Reese Walsh taken down 5 metres short here of the line. Fourth tackle for the Warriors. Right-hand side they go. Gets it off to O'Sullivan. Sullivan here gets it off, and it's going to be Warriors here for Leeson. Arm out. 10 metres out here from the line. King Guller says Des Hasler was pissed over the 9-0 penalty count. So left-hand side here. Warriors inside. And Tohu Harris not going to get anything done there. Still fit tackle here. Knights going to boot it, and it's going to be easy play there for the Knights to defend that one. Warriors attacking-wise were not great there. Troy Harris says, if this game was at Mount Smart, this game would be sunny day here in Auckland. Well, you guys get a Mount Smart game in a couple of weeks against the Bulldogs. I think the Warriors aren't great, but the Warriors will beat the Bulldogs by about 50 because I saw what Wellington did. They're not a great team, but they beat Adelaide, who are a decent team in the semi-finals, by a good margin, a very good margin, because they played their first game in, 2 years there. So I'm thinking the same thing for the Warriors, to be honest with you. So Knights with the ball here. 1.5 minutes left here of that sin bin for the Knights, by the way. Fitzgibbon still off the sin bin. That sin bin is still off for the Knights. So right-hand side here, Fitz tackle. Up it goes here for the Knights. Difficult kick here to take. I don't think they're going to catch it. They're going to let it bounce, and it will bounce perfectly for the Warriors. And they're just going to bring this one back through Roger. That's a shit. Lockie says, what do you think about the 3 sin bins within the last 24 hours? All 3 were dog shit. So first tackle here for the Warriors, and Ewan Aiken's going to get taken down here. 20 metres out here from the line. Sally Witcher says there was a report last night that Queensland Premier may not let Tedesco and a few others in because they were in the hotspot in Sydney. Well, New South Wales fans will complain saying that's all bullshit, and I don't really believe that. I think that's all this hearsay. It's just Queensland playing, trickery again, to be honest with you. So 4 tackled here, right-hand side they go. Warriors now with the ball. 40 metres out. Nicarima gets it off. The Warriors are away here. That's a brilliant ball for Nicarima. Warriors taken down. 15 metres out from the line. 15 metres out from the line here. Left-hand side. Nicarima gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan here steps around. It's fit tackle. Brother, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. A what? That was fit tackle. I was going to say, what are you doing? That was last hit. The referee got the tackle count wrong and then realised he got it wrong and changed it. Jeez, that sucks for the Warriors because Sullivan, I think, took it on 4th, thinking it was 4th, but it was actually 5th. Jeez. Lockie says, Knights only win with a 9-0 pen count. Well, no, the Knights were the better team in that game. I remember that game. I watched the game live. Obviously, we stream every single game here live. I watched that game. The Knights were the better team anyway. The penalties, weren't exactly great, but in the same sense, Manly were pretty ill-disciplined in that game. I would have said maybe like a 5-1 penalty count, but I hate when people say this penalty count bullshit is the reason why they lost, because, what are you actually trying to say? Are you trying to say that the penalties weren't deserved? I guess, look, if you're going to give 9 penalties with 0 penalties to the other team, it's more than likely going to be a little bit kind of like, why did you not give a single penalty? But in the same sense, what if a team is literally not ill-disciplined? And what if a team is literally just making errors? I don't really understand how you can use that as a way to say we would have won that game if those penalties weren't there, because how do we know for a fact that those 9 penalties weren't deserved? Yeah, the Knights can get the ball here. Knights can get the ball here. Pierce slammed those. Pierce slammed. So it will be fit tackle here for the Knights, and they will lose the ball. So the Warriors will get the ball in their own 20. But geez, Pierce picked that ball up. If he could have got that offload away, the Knights would have scored. So 36 minutes to go here of the game. Going to be a close game here, baby. Going to be a close game here. Troy Harris is Caleb Ponga playing? No, mate. Mitchell Pearce is back, but no. Lockie says, what I was saying is I watched the game live and they were offside a lot of times. If Manly did it, would be a penalty. Look, I get it, but you can't, in the same sense, man, you've got to remember as well that people always see the other team as offside, right? And a lot of people don't understand that where the referee stands is actually about 1 metre backwards from about the 10 metres. About 1 metre to 2 metres backwards from where the 10 metres is, because the point matter is the players aren't always offside that the fans are always complaining about. Yes, obviously, you could have your opinion and say they're offside. But 1, you're a Manly fan, so obviously you're going to want the other team to be offside and you're going to believe the other team's offside. But 2, the referees usually stand about 11 to 12 metres back, and that metre or so give or take that the players are in front of the referee. That's why they don't call offside, because of that reasoning. Just an FYI for everyone out there who doesn't actually understand that point. Not saying you necessarily do, just giving you that understanding. So Warriors here, right-hand side. Aiken kicks the ball on the inside here. 10 metres out, and the Knights will pick this one up. Knock on from the Knights. The Warriors will get the ball here. Good tackle there by Roger. That's a check. Troy Harris says, dumb, he would have ripped into my Vodafone Warriors. What's going on? Lockie says, Manly was shithouse as well, just the ref loves the Knights win. I tipped the Knights in that game because the Knights are usually the bogey team for the Warriors, so I disagree, but still. Kutuku says, BKR back on the league stream. My man, let's go Warriors by 20. Well, I don't see the 20 happening here, but I definitely can see the Warriors win. I did tip the Warriors before the game. But right now, the 86 completion rate for the Knights is pretty good, and 77 for the Warriors is not the great, but they are winning 6-4. Robert Muller says, how far out are the Warriors? 10 metres out here from the line after the knock-on from the Knights. Sally Richard says, I'm not watching the game at the moment, but I'm going to go Warriors. Well, right now they're up 6-4 with 34 minutes to go here of the game, so you're in a pretty good position here. Mystical Turtle says, go up New Zealand. Left-hand side, Reese Walsh. Reese Walsh steps on the inside, taken down 5 minutes out here from the line. And the referee's blowing his whistle for something. There's a HIA here. I don't know what's going on here. The trainer has asked for a HIA assessment. So who is it, though? Can we have a look? Can we have a look who it is? Not just look at the referee and... Okay, so it's Daniel Saifidi. So Saifidi there will go off injured with the HIA. Reese, someone says, do you think Ponga will make a difference? Not a great deal considering it's in wet conditions, man. People forget wet conditions mean a lot in rugby league. Daniel Saifidi with 18 runs for 161 run meters. Not too bad there, man. Not too bad. That's a grind and a half here for a day in these conditions. But look, Ponga's a guy that would love a dry track, not a wet track. So, like, maybe, but in the same sense, not really. Maybe. Letitia says, are you going to do a live react for the Blues versus Highlanders finals? No, but I'll be doing the Rugby Union Internationals coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Oh, they're all offside there, the Knights. They're all offside there, the Knights. Well, how are they not giving that as a... How are they not giving that as a penalty there, the Warriors? No, because I haven't done any of the Trans-Tasman rugby, so there's no real point. But I'll be doing the international rugby coming up in a few weeks' time. Warriors here, 5 metres out. Third tackle here. Nearly gets it done. 3 metres out here from the line. Can the Warriors get over the line and make it a 12-4 ball game here? The wind is very hard, though, so any kicks is very difficult to score from. Forward tackle here for the Warriors. Leeson Armour. He's been very prominent. Not been great in regards to his run meters, but he's still been prominent in regards to getting his hands on the ball. Forward tackle here. Tuivasa-Sheck, right-hand side, gets it off. Taken down, 2 metres short. All right, so left-hand side here, fair tackle. Left-hand side, that gets it off. He gets it off to over the top here. Chance here. The wind is bad. Oh, Warriors. Oh, Reese Walsh. He catches it, but he gets taken down. He gets taken down. Yeah, Lockie, I've seen that. You know, I know Paddy quite well, so good luck to him, obviously. I'll be streaming that game too, because I'm streaming every game this week. I can't get up to the Gold Coast for that game, but good luck to you lads doing that one. Quinton Retenny says Warrior attack is so shit. Pretty much, man. But then again, like, what do you expect, man? You got to expect in regards to these conditions. Sally Richard says, you've got to be happy with the Cubs, mate, Blaze. Yes and no. Yes and no. Obviously, we nearly got swept by the Mets. We got one win against the Mets to finish off the series. And we lost big time to the Marlins today. So, you know, yes, we're still top of the division, but we're also being saved by the fact that the Brewers are losing. So, third tackle here because the Brewers are shithouse. Reese, someone says, who are the Titans playing? Manly tomorrow, mate. The Titans play Manly tomorrow. So, Knights here, forward tackle. They're going to kick it early. It's a good kick, though, to be honest with you. It's a very good kick here from Pierce. It's going to be about 15 minutes out here from the Warriors line. The thing is, this game could easily finish 6-4, lads. This game could easily finish 6-4. And that's going to be a high tackle here from the Knights. It'll be a penalty to the Warriors to come off their own line. Rob Muller says, Manly at Seabus Stadium. Yeah, I would have been there, but I have got a few things that I'm not able to go tomorrow. So I'll be streaming the game right here. Mang7 says, this is a low-scoring game so far, but then again, the ground is wet. Absolutely. So where's this? Oh, man, that's a debatable penalty. I get it, but it's also a debatable penalty. So Tuivasa-Sheck, he'll be at their own 30-metre line right now. First tackle here. First tackle here. Warriors go to the right-hand side. It's going to be Ewan Aiken now getting past the 30-metre line. But yeah, this game was never going to be a high-scoring game. This is why when someone was saying to me, like, no way, the Warriors are going to win this like 26-4. I'm like, well, look, it shouldn't be happening with the way these conditions are. It shouldn't be happening. So 31 minutes left here, guys. Third tackle for the Warriors. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. 5 likes away from 80. Let's smack it. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Warriors get the offload away. It's going to be Warriors here. Breaking away. Fennell Blake taken down at the halfway point. So 4 tackle here. Reese Walsh, I think, has come off here. Reese Walsh come off here for the Warriors. What's going on there? What's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on there with the Reese Walsh coming off? So left-hand side here. Fit tackle. Up it goes from Sullivan. And the kick is actually okay, especially under the wet conditions. Forcing them to make a catch is big. But the Warriors are going to pick this one away. So the Knights are going to pick this one away through Mann, I think it is. And he's going to get taken down 15 minutes out. If he gets the offload away, geez, that would have been a nice little chance. Troy Bray says, g'day, bro. Who you going for here today? For the Titans, I think the best result is the Knights to win. But I've tipped the Warriors to win 14-12. So that was my prediction pre-game. Quinton Retenny says, I haven't seen Cody do anything. No, Cody Graham has done nothing besides actually not being good. He's got tackled on 5th like twice, I think. So 4 tackle here. 4 tackle here for the Knights. They just passed the 40-metre line. Fitzgibbon now with the ball. Gets it off here to Clemmer. Clemmer now gets past the halfway point on fit tackle. Nice, and they do a lot more than what they're doing right now, though. They're only down by 2, though. So they've got to be kind of happy with this. You know, they have been probably... Like, the thing is, the Knights have had a lot more possession. Second half-wise has been a lot more even. But, oh, difficult kick here with the take. Very difficult kick here. Oh, Reese Walsh, you should have been trying to catch that straight up, my guy. And that's a penalty. Hold on a second, that's a penalty. Two of us are checked. That's a penalty. What are you doing picking that ball up there, my guy? Oh, he had to. Because otherwise the Knights are going to score a try. No, it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be 6-6. So Reese Walsh, the ball is so difficult to catch down in the wet conditions and the wind. And Tuasashek had to pick that up. Otherwise, it would have just simply been a try to the Knights because... So he has to give away the 2-point penalty there because the Knights will score either way. Jeez, that one sucks. That one sucks there for the Warriors. Quentin Routine says tactical penalty. Yeah, I know, but the Knights are going to be happy with that one. So it's going to be 6-6 here. A 6-6 ball game with 29 minutes to go here of the game. John says, I just mute the TV and listen to BKR. Love the commentary. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be doing it again for the next 2 games today, which is, I believe, the Dragons and Raiders right after this. And then, obviously, we've got the Melbourne Storm, West Tigers later on tonight. Mang 7 says predictions for next game. Oh, shit. It's raining here, too. It's raining, cold, cloudy in Sydney right now. I'm not too far from Cogra. I would probably go and say that it's going to be a low-scoring shitfest as well. So, Knights here. Jake Clifford to kick the conversion from basically right in front. AFL says, when is the next AFL stream? Wish I was doing it last night, mate. Gary Rowan is my dad. But the Knights here, can he kick this one? He will get this one, though. So it is a 6-6 ball game. Wow, mama. Here we go. This is going to be a tight finish here. 28 minutes left of the game. Going to be a tight finish here. Mang 7 says they're playing at Wing Stadium in Wollongong. Okay, well, that's even more windy then because that's on the ocean there. And the wind would be strong as. That'd be a strong, windy game there. Troy Harris says Cody's not making a good case for himself for next team. Yeah, I know. He obviously wants to play, but I don't know who he fits. Like what? The Bulldogs could go for him, but that's a stupid signing by the Dogs. The Broncos could go for him, but then again, he came from the Broncos, so I would assume not. Cowboys have 2 underwhelming signings they've already made anyway. There's no way the Titans would even consider it. Knights, no way. Rabbitohs maybe, but that's stupid. I don't get it. Like I don't understand. Maybe the Raiders, but that's just not a half they want. So that's going to be first take a look at the Knights. They're 24 metres out here from their own line. Melbourne fan says, why is Walsh kicking? How come not Cody? Not too sure, to be completely honest with you, mate. King Governor says, far out Wollongong is too windy. I hate it there. Yeah, well, it's windy on a normal day, let alone on a day like today when it's really windy everywhere else. Like the wind here at this game right now is stupid. Second half territory. 97% second half territory for the Warriors inside the Knights half. Wowee. Troy Bray says, I think Melbourne will pull it off today, even though I don't want them to. You think, mate? You reckon? Wow, that's a big call. Jamie Dunning says, does your father play AFL? After last night, mate, yes, Gary Rowan is my dad. Gary Rowan is my dad. Jack Smallercombe says, Manly's winning tomorrow. Yeah, they're winning without the winning part. They're going to be playing, just not winning. So Knights here, put the ball in the air. Another one, very difficult one. I'd leave this on Reese Walsh. I'd leave this. I'd leave it. It's smart play. Reese, brother, let the ball go out. Let the ball go out, my guy. This is a very difficult... If you're either team here, you just boot the ball up in the air and you force them to try and catch it. 26 minutes to go here at the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Levi Hawkins says Cody's ankle is hurt. Well, there you go. That's why he's not kicking. Sport Action says, Blaze, I can catch those easy. Mate, we all know what you've caught, and I can tell you right now, it might not be that one, but it definitely is something. You definitely do catch something. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 35 minutes out from their own line. 26 minutes. 2 likes away from 80. I know we can do it. Smack it right now. Says HIV. Buddy, you said it. Not me. Nicaraema's away. Offloads the ball. Knocks on from Tuivasa-Sheck, and the Knights are going to get the ball here. Nicarima tries to get the offload away there for Tuivasa. Sorry. Yeah, Tuivasa-Sheck. Tuivasa-Sheck unfortunately loses the ball. Jackson Waller says, why did Scott Drinkwater get banned for steroids? He hasn't. He was playing last night. Fight Night Simulation says, do you think the Knights are decent? No. No, I don't. I don't think anyone outside the top 2 is decent. Top 3. Outside the top 3 are decent, really, realistically. So this will be a Knights ball here, about 35 metres out here from the Warriors line. This is a good chance here for the Knights to take the lead in this game. So Clifford here says 23 from 20. It's 23 from 30 completions for the Warriors. The completion rate for both teams at 87% to 77% is actually really good for a wet weather game, but the second half has obviously been a little bit of a different story. William Hunt says, come on Warriors, get my tipping correct on your for once. Yeah, look, it's I tipped 14-12 to the Warriors, so I'm relatively close, mate. You know, give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, you know, as long as the Warriors win, I'm close enough. As long as the Warriors win, I am close enough. Alrighty. So here we go. The Knights here with the ball on the attacking line. 20 metres out here from the line. Can they get something going here? Third tackle. Right-hand side they go. Third tackle here. Knights staying back. 15 metres out. Left-hand side they go. Chance here for Newcastle. Fourth tackle here. 10 metres out. Troy Brady says, Parramatta, we are still there. You're not. Fourth tackle here. Right-hand side. Here we go. Pierce steps on the inside, goes around him, 15 metres out. He's going to get taken out 10 metres out as well. Gee whiz. Grafos says, good morning from Greece, mate. Good on you, mate. Good on you for tuning in. Well, we've got a big day of rugby league coming up here. Nice here. Chance. Oh, I think that's been knee dead here by Dulvasashek. I think this has been knee dead by Dulvasashek, so it's a dropout. I think it's a dropout. It's a dropout. Wow. Wow. So, wow. I think if the Warriors win this game, they go above the Cowboys too, mind you. So the Cowboys really want the Knights to win this game. Fight Night Simulation says, my dad is a Knights supporter, so I just wanted him to hear you say that to piss him off. Well, Fight Night Simulation's dad, your team's not that great. How about that one? But I think that might be a knock on there for the Knights. I'll be challenging this. They are going to challenge this. They are going to challenge it, yeah. Samantha Giobun says, tough game though, but reckon the Knights will win. Knights fan from Papua New Guinea. Good on you, Samantha. Getting around the Knights in Papua New Guinea. Obviously, most people from Papua New Guinea go over the Broncos or the Storm or, or whatnot. But, it's good to see you getting around the Newcastle Knights all the way in Papua New Guinea. We love you guys over there. Ewan Young says, Newcastle. Well, right now we're looking at a captain's challenge. And I think this might be a knock on here from Newcastle. Let's have a look and see if he touches it. That's a right call. No, it's not. I reckon if you see a different angle, you can see his pinky come up there. I think if you can see a camera angle, you might be able to see his pinky come up here. It comes up and... I think they're going to call this the same. I think they're going to say it's the right call. I think they're going to stay with the dropout here. I think his pinky might differ a little bit, but in the same sense, not enough to show this is not... Yeah, they're going to say this is a... It's been shadowed and made dead by two of us. So it will be a dropout here from the Warriors to the Knights. The Knights are going to get a nice little attack opportunity here. The challenge is unsuccessful. Strider Scrubber says Canberra minus 7.5 and Melbourne minus 23.5 possible. I don't know what the weather's like in... Sunshine Coast. But that's always going to be possible with Storm vs Tigers, always, even in wet conditions. But the Raiders one, it's difficult conditions here. Oh, that's out! Oh my God, that stayed in. That is an unbelievable kick from the Warriors. There, Reese Walsh drops it out, literally pinpoint brilliant. About half a metre from the sideline, bounces out. If that goes out in the full, it's a 2-point penalty right in front of the line. From 10 metres out, but instead, because it stays in, it's now going to be a Warriors ball. That kick is ridiculously risky. That is the riskiest kick I think I've seen in a long time from Reese Walsh. It's come off, but wowee. Levi Hawkins says, we always get the short end of the stick every time. Bullshit. Why? It was the right call in the end with that one. He was shadowed at dead. There was not enough evidence to prove that the Knights player touched it, and the ball went dead. The Warriors actually got a very, very, very handy call against the Cowboys a couple of weeks back, so I'm not too sure. Warriors do get the short end of the stick a lot, but in the same sense, they got a very good call the other week as well, which helped them to win that game. So 22.5 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Let's subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know in the chat who you are getting behind right now. First tackle for the Warriors. Second tackle for the Warriors, 40 metres out from their own line. Tohu Harris with the ball. It is a tied ball game here. What did I tell you at the beginning of this game? No matter what, the Warriors always are in close games. It doesn't matter who they play, how big the margin is at halftime. It'll always be a close game. The Gunners, have you been watching the Euros? Yeah, man, been loving it. Except for that Sweden-Slovakia game. That was a shithouse game. So, fourth tackle here for the... It was always going to be shithouse, though, to be honest with you. Collins says Knights to win. Fair enough, mate. Right now, anyone could win this one with 22 minutes left here. Warriors have an injury in the backfield. So 40 metres out of the nice line. At least an arm out with the big old run there. Dennis says England is shit. Yeah, I can't believe they drew to Scotland there. A guy I used to know from the Gold Coast, Lyndon Dykes, obviously plays for Scotland there. I didn't know him greatly, but he was in kind of the community group that I was in when I was a lot younger, playing at Robina and Merrimack. I think he played at Merrimack, not Robina, on the Gold Coast. I'm from, obviously, Merrimack area. So, yeah, pretty cool to watch him, obviously, playing for Scotland over there. He could have chosen to play for Australia, but I believe he chose to play for Scotland. So, third tackle here for the Knights, 15 metres out from their own line. And they're not making a great deal of metres here. Robert Muller says, sunny and cloudy, 18 degrees, 16-kilometre winds. That's Sunshine Coast weather for today. I'm taking the Storm by about 463. That's my prediction. So left-hand side here, 4 tackle for the Knights, 30 metres out here from their own line. Dennis says Czech and Croatia. Yeah, that was a pretty good game, actually, Czech and Croatia. But Croatia is not as good as they were in the World Cup. But anyway, let's get back to the rugby league here, guys. So, 25 metres out here from their own line. The Warriors get it back to Marcelo Montoya. He's been slammed down there. Slammed down there. Oh, yeah, no, that Czech game. I thought Czech were okay. It was 1-1. No, it wasn't goalless. It was 1-1. Stupid penalty, though. It was bullshit penalty. So, second tackle here for the Warriors. Ewan Aiken gets the ball into the attacking half. He had a pretty good first half. Ewan Aiken, not done too much in the second half, though, to be honest with you. Not done too greatly in the second half. Third tackle, left-hand side for Noah Blake. Good run there. Loses the ball. Jeez, lose the ball. The Knights are away here. The Knights are broken away. 45 metres out. He gets past the halfway point, taken down. SS Melbourne fan says, nice prediction, Storm, 423. Yeah, I'd say about minus 423 would be the option. What's going on here? Oh, the Knights have had an injury here. Shadow Ninja Ghost says, you think it'll be golden point? Would love to see it, mate, to be honest with you. Would love to see it. We've got every potential right now with 20 minutes to go here. It's still 6-6. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes on this stream right now. We're on 84 right now. We can get 16 more. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, go and damn well do it right this second while we wait for this injury. There's still 20 minutes to go here. I reckon we can hit 100. Let's get the 100 going. You know, let's drop the 100 bomb. Dennis says, who's going to win this, you think? I'm still taking the Warriors. You know, I took the Warriors before the game. I'm taking the Warriors now. But then again, the Knights have been the better in the last probably 10, 15 minutes or so. And the second half has probably been more Knights. The Knights had like 65% possession in that first half, so they should have been up but they weren't. They were down. They were down 6-4 at half time. So the Warriors haven't actually scored here in the second half. Haven't actually scored. Alex Heslin says, what would you rate the Knights? Season-wise or game-wise? Season-wise, I'd rate them 14th out of 16. And that's not good. Game-wise, I think that both teams have been about a 7, 6. Like, not good, but considering the conditions, you can't really say they've been bad. I think they've actually been both pretty good considering the conditions there. So I would go probably about a 6, 6.5 for both teams. Just because they've both handled the conditions relatively well. The Knights' completion rate is actually quite good, considering just their attack hasn't been great. And the defense you don't really look at in wet games because defense is always usually going to be pretty good. So 30 metres out here from the line. Knights with the ball. Second tackle. Could we see that field goal that I said probably wouldn't happen? Because it's wet conditions. Field goals don't usually happen. So Knights here with the ball. 25 metres out here. Gee whiz, these Warriors like to make their fans have a heart attack. John Johnson, I'm going for the Knights. Third tackle here for the Knights. They're 20 metres out right now. As a Titans fan, I guess we want the Knights to win, but I just don't really give a shit who wins. Right-hand side they go. Chance here for the Knights. Try. No. Taken down 4 metres short here from the line on 4 tackle. Do not give away a penalty there, Warriors. Whatever you do, BKRmy. Left-hand side, no. Right-hand side, steps it out. Try time, maybe. Oh! He's been held up. Jeez. Literally half a metre short. Half a metre short here from the line. The Knights are so close. Fifth tackle here. Arguably, that should have been a set restart there for the Knights. They don't call it, though. Kicks it through, and it's going to be too far. I think that's a knock-on from... I don't know what happened here. Who played at this? Is this a dropout, or is this... No, it's... Yeah, so it's a Warriors ball here from the 20-metre line. Elaine Graham says, who do you think will win State of Origin? Game 2, Queensland. Game 3, New South Wales. But yes, that will be a penalty to the Warriors too. Big call. Big call here. The Warriors are going to get out of trouble here, and they're going to be able to make their way up the field. Oh my goodness me. That's a tough one to call there, and the Warriors are going to be 50 metres out here from the line. This is a big chance here for the Warriors to take the lead in this game. And honestly, you could nearly say that next score wins despite the fact that we're about 20 minutes from the game being over. Jamie Dunning says Warriors will score this set. Wouldn't surprise me, but in the same sense, they haven't been good attacking all game. They haven't done anything attacking-wise all game. Their only points this game came off their defense, man. Their defense held up against the Knights. They knocked the ball on 10 metres out from the Warriors line. UNA can picks the ball up and runs 90 metres for this try. You know, it didn't come off their attack, man. They haven't scored an attack and try in this game, the Warriors. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 20 metres out from the line. Right-hand side they come. BKRmy with the ball. Gets it off, and it's going to be high tackle, arguably. Didn't call the high tackle, though. Whoa, nearly breaks through there for the Warriors. They're 15 metres out over the line. Matthew Jackson says, hi. Hello, Matthew. How you going, mate? Left-hand side they come. BKRmy kicks it on fourth. What are you doing? Hits the post. Oh, it's going to be a dropout. Jeez, that was close. That was close for the Warriors. It hit the post, bounced back, and the Knights will bring it back over the line. So it will be a dropout here for the Knights for the Warriors. Jeez, what a finish we've got coming up here. Going to need a drink of water to get me through this one. Pouring down rain. They've kicked it early here. The dropout's kicked early, and it's going to be a beautiful kick too. It's going to get to about 40 metres out from the Warriors' own line. Jeez, that was a very good kick very quickly to keep the Warriors on the back foot, and now they're only just going to get past the halfway off that dropout. Mank says they should at least kick a two-pointer. What? Huh? Second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 35 metres out on the line. Tohu Harris rolls it back. Right-hand side gets it off to Adam Fanua Blake, who gets it about 5 metres, 8 metres or so. Third tackle. Offloads it, sorry. Second tackle here. It's going to be Reese Walsh, who jumps over. Steps around. Loses the ball. Oh, no. Reese Walsh. Reese Walsh. That one is not of the goods. Don't forget, guys, as well, the Knights missed a pretty easy conversion because of the win in this game. They realistically should be up 8-6 here, but they're not. Still 6-6 with 16.5 minutes to go here. But Reese Walsh will drop the ball there in a nice attacking position after he does. He's had a good game, Reese Walsh. Jumps over the top of the players. He steps around, but he just loses his control there 20 metres out. John says, how can you fix the repeat 6? Queensland missed a couple of repeat tackle counts. We could have scored. It's difficult, man. It's difficult because that's all down to opinion. Repeat sets is all down to opinion and holding on too long. So 16.5 minutes left here. One line break, 160 run meters, and 2 tackle busts for Reese Walsh in today's game. Pretty good for a game that is in this poor shithouse conditions. Poor shithouse conditions. But Reese Walsh there is unfortunate because they had a very good opportunity. I just don't know. Can you kick a field goal in these conditions? How difficult would it would be ridiculously difficult to kick a field goal in these conditions right now. These conditions would be absolutely diabolical to even think about putting the ball on the ground and then kicking it off the ground. TTV Josh says, go the Warriors as a Storm supporter. Getting around the New Zealanders. So Pierce here rolls his ball back from the scrum. They're only 20 metres out from their own line here, the Knights. But they're pretty happy that they got gifted a possession off that knock-on from Reese Walsh. Right-hand side they go. Saifiti. I thought he went off, but he's actually back. That's one of the Saifidi brothers, to be honest with you. It's one of the Saifidi brothers. But guys, don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here. Nice for the ball. 45 metres out here from the line. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to BKR Clips yet, the Clips channel for these streams, then obviously go and click on that pinned comment in the chat and subscribe to BKR Clips. But the Knights here into the attacking half on 4th tackle right now. Anthony Nelson says, hey, hello, mate, how you doing? So 4th tackle here. They're inside the attacking half. Left-hand side they go. Brayley gets it off. And we go, knock on for the Knights. Knock on for the Knights. The other Saifidi, man. Sport Action says, wet weather footy doesn't suit Reese Walsh. I thought he's been good today. Thank you very much, Matthew Jackson, for subscribing. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much. Who are you going for? Let us know in the chat who you are going for. But I don't know. I think Reese Walsh has had a pretty good game today. I don't agree with you, to be honest with you. I don't agree. I think he's been pretty okay. Sam Smith says, hey, hello, mate. How you doing? Also, Facecraft, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate it. So 15.5 minutes left here. Warriors will have the ball 40 metres out from their own line. This is a big moment of the game here, considering they're going to be in a very nice attacking position. But I just don't know which team is ballsy enough to go for a 2-point field goal in these conditions. I don't know. TTV Josh says, I reckon Walsh will debut for Queensland. We'll see how we go. Obviously, Brimson will go to that fullback role. It'll be whether they want to go with Ben Hunt or Reese Walsh to the 14. I like Reese Walsh to the 14, but in the same sense, he is still very young. Oh, wow, Warriors, what are you doing there? Second tackle here at the halfway point. That was a little bit dodgy. Reese says, when are you going to start movie reviews again? Probably Monday, to be honest with you, mate. I am really considering doing movie reviews on BKR Travel as of Monday. We'll see how we go. Third tackle here for the Warriors. But I want to get BKR Clips up and running again, and I also obviously do BKR Sports. It's very difficult right now. But Warriors here, third tackle, right-hand side they go. There's going to be a chance here for a field goal if they wanted it, but it's still very dicey conditions. Johnston Pacaro says, I've got $100 on Warriors to win by 1-6 at $5. Come on, Warriors. Good on you, man. Buddy, well, I tipped the Warriors by 2, so that suits you guys perfectly. And right now, they've got a chance. Fifth tackle here. Right-hand side they go. 20 metres out. Kicks it through. Good little kick here for a potential dropout. It will be a dropout here to the Warriors. So the Knights here will have to drop the ball out to the Warriors. Sport Action says, Reese Walsh suits the rule changes. Origin isn't a grinding game anymore. Absolutely, I agree with that one. I don't agree with you much, but I agree with that one. Sport Reactions. You are spot on there, my friend. Spot on there. So drop out here from the Knights. Coming up here for the Warriors. They're in a great position to take the win in this one so far. Shadow Ninja Ghost says, I put $2,000 for the Raiders win. No, you did not. So 14 minutes left. Knights to drop this bad boy out here. Jack Smallercombe, I don't know why you're asking that question. It is a stupid question. So left-hand side here for the Warriors. What does somebody's sexuality in today's sport mean? Anything. So first tackle here for the Warriors. Left-hand side, 35 metres out. Gets it off. It's going to be Leeson Armour. No, sorry, it's going to be Benny Murdoch-Masilla with the ball here. Getting inside the attack on 30 right now. So second half possession, 60% to the Warriors, 40% to the Knights. It was all Knights first half. It's been all Warriors second half, but the Warriors haven't scored and the Knights have scored. So they got that 2-point penalty. But third tackle here, 15 metres out here for the Warriors. Left-hand side they go. Chance here. Chance here for the Warriors. Sullivan steps on the inside. He's been horrible today, in my opinion. I think Sullivan's been probably one of the worst on the field for the Warriors. 10 metres out. Fourth tackle right now. They're going to go out to the right-hand side here. Spreads it out. Nicarima. Nicarima gets under the UA Aiken. Taken down 2 metres short right now. Sammy Sue says, I'm definitely going for the Warriors on this one, even if this game is average. I think it's been relatively exciting, despite the fact that the conditions have been shocking. But fifth tackle here. Sullivan kicks it through. Make me eat my words. No, terrible kick. And the Knights will get the ball here 5 metres out from the line. That was shocking. Shadow Ninja Ghost says, who is his second favourite team? I don't really have a second favourite team, but if I went for somebody who wasn't the Titans, it'd be the Sharkies for my mum as a soft spot team, but I don't really care. Teresa Adams says, that is a bad score. It's not if you had to watch the game. If you have watched the game, it's not exactly been... It's not been the most exciting of games, but in the same sense, I'm finding it exciting in the fact that it's 6-6. If we looked at this game from a scoring point of 26-0 or 30-0 in these pouring down wet conditions, we would have stopped talking rugby league about 5, 10, probably 20, 30 minutes ago, actually. But with this being a close game, it actually is making it exciting because it's so difficult to see who can win this one. Oh! It shot it backwards. Reese Walsh, I think he stood out. I think Reese Walsh stood out there. He stayed in. It's going to be a nice ball here in a brilliant position. Wow. Yeah, he puts his feet, he's out. So basically, Reese Walsh hits the ball back in field, but he goes out of field. The ball starts bouncing out. He jumps from outside the field of play to knock the ball back in. The Knights get the ball here. Knights get the ball here in a very good position. Yeah, he's outside the field. He's outside the field. He's outside the field, and then he hits it up. Yeah, that's the right call. Jackson Mollacombe says, why do you support the Titans from the Gold Coast? William Hunt says, come on, the Warriors. So 11 minutes 40 to go here in the game. The Knights are going to be in a very, very good position here. Sammy says it's an exciting game indeed, despite the stalemate score at the moment. I agree. If you'd watched this game, I think that most people would think it's been a relatively enjoyable game to watch despite the conditions and the score. That could be a penalty there. Whoa. That's set restart. I think that should have been a penalty for the Knights right in front. So 11.5 minutes to go here. Knights with the ball. Arguably a full pass there for the Knights. Jeez, there we go. Nick Peters says Walsh injured. No. So second tackle here for the Knights. They're 5 metres out here. Sorry, first tackle for the Knights. 5 metres out. That's a penalty. Oh, they're not going to call penalty. So, geez, I think the Knights have been robbed of a couple of penalties in the last few moments. So it's going to be second tackle here for the Knights. 10 metres out here from the line. Could be looking at a field goal here if they wanted to go for it, but such shit conditions. Right-hand side. Gets it to Fitzgibbon. And he's going to get taken down 5 minutes short here of the line. Lockie says low quality game, but good to watch. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. That's correct. Teresa Adams says Broncos are going to get the wooden spoon this year, I think. Bingo. Like it. All right, left-hand side of the Knights. Third tackle. Steps on the inside, Mitchell Pearce. Imagine him being the winner after all these games out this year. Imagine Mitchell Pearce kicking the field goal or kicking the winner here. Johnson Takato says, just subscribe, brother. Love your work. Bulldogs for life. Good on you, man. Not good on you with the Bulldogs, but good on you with watching the channel. I appreciate you. And that's going to be a drop out here to the Knights for the Warriors. A drop out here for the Knights to the Warriors. Sorry, from the Warriors to the Knights here. The Knights had to, they got a nice little kick there. Jake Clevett's been pretty decent with his kicks in this game and kicked someone through. Unfortunately, he missed that conversion, which would have already been them leading by 2 points in this game. But Walsh nearly gets that one over the sideline as well. But they've got to be really careful with that because if they kick that ball out in the fall, it's going to be 8-6 for the Knights because they get a penalty from right in front. So first tackle here of the set for the Knights. They're 15 minutes out, now 10 minutes out, second tackle. 10 minutes to go, guys. Tied game. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to be doing both games later on today. We've got the Raiders and Dragons and the Storm Tigers. But right now, second tackle for the Knights. 15 minutes out, left-hand side. Here they go. Chance here for the Knights. No, taken down 5 metres short here of the line. Jeez, what a hectic finish we have to this game right now. Third tackle right now. Melbourne fan says, well, last night the Roosters kicked 6 dropouts to the Panthers. Yeah, because the Roosters were terrible last night outside the first 15 minutes. Third tackle for the Knights. They're 20 metres out now. They lost about 10 metres from that play, and that was a terrible play. That was an absolutely shocking play there by the Knights. They lost plenty of metres. So fourth tackle here for the Knights. They're 15 metres out. Right-hand side, they go Mitchell Pearce with the ball. He gets it out to the wing. Saifidi taken down 3 metres short here. The Knights' fifth tackle. They've had plenty of sets on the line. There's no excuses from here. Left-hand side, they get it off. There's chance here for the Knights. Kicks it through, and the Warriors will pick it up. Does he knock it on? No, he picks it up. They're going to try and claim knock on. The Knights could challenge that, couldn't they? The Knights could challenge that. No, they're not going to challenge it. So the Warriors will keep the ball here, and Tuivasa-Sheck will bring it out past the 10-metre line. Jeez, this is just a hectic finish. There's only 9 minutes left. Oh! That's a penalty to the Warriors. Yeah, that's a penalty to the Warriors for a high tackle there. Jeez, that's accidental. There's no way you should be seeing a sin bin here. If we see a sin bin here, it's dodgy. If we see a sin bin here, it's dodgy. There's no way. So Saifidi there. It could be a bin, but I don't think so. Let's have a look. Oh, this could be a bin based on these new shithouse things we've seen the last couple of days, but this could honestly be a bin anyway. Let's have a look here. This might be a bin here. This could be huge for the Warriors if this is a bin for the Knights. No, just going to... What is a sin bin nowadays? What is classed as a sin bin? Paddy Cassidy was falling down a little bit. But go and have a look at the last sin bin in this game and go and have a look at the 2 sin bins last night. That was just as bad as the other 3. What is a sin bin nowadays? What is a sin bin nowadays? So 8.5 minutes ago, that was just as bad as the other ones. He's on the ground, but he's also getting hit across the head. The other calls were wrong. That call was right. But I don't get it. I don't understand what's a sin bin, what's not a sin bin nowadays. So right-hand side, his second tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to be inside the attacking half. Tohu Harris here with the ball. He gets that ball off here. Right-hand side here for the Warriors. Sammy Soon says might be one of those rare things that ruins a game with a sin bin. Like last night with the Cowboys Sharks. You know, Panthers Roosters had it last night. And also, we saw a bad sin bin earlier in this game for the Knights. So left-hand side for the Warriors. Nearly knocked that ball on. Fifth tackle. Have a chance to go for a field goal if they want it here. They're a bit far out, though, in these wet conditions, though. Lockie says Robinson on hit him 3 foot from the ground. Terrible sin bin. I know. Shocking. But the one in today's game was even worse. Warriors here with the ball. BKRmy steps on the right-hand side. Warriors here. 20 metres out. Kicks it through. It's going to bounce up here perfectly for the Knights. The Knights will get the ball. 15 metres out from their own line. Johnson Takata says, depends what mood the refs are in, bro. No consistency whatsoever. I know. But the first one in the first half today, Nicarima was lying on the ground when he got high tackled. Normally, that tackle would have tackled him around the knees. But because he was on the ground, he got hit across the head, and they said sin bin. It was ridiculous. Penalty? Cool. I get it. No way a sin bin. No way. Mitchy Boy says, of course, it's a penalty to them, but when it's right in front, we can win. They don't call it. Well, look... It's a penalty, but it's not a sin bin. I agree with the penalty for the high tackle, but it's not a sin bin. But the Warriors here will have the ball 30 metres out here from the line. And Reese Walsh is going to bring this one back. He's had a bit of a 50-50 game today. You don't know if he's had a good game. You don't know if he's had a bad game. 3 likes away from 90, guys. So smack that thumbs up. 3 likes away from 90. Warriors with the ball. 40 metres out from the line here. From their own line, sorry. Second tackle. There's only 7 minutes left. We could be looking at an extra time game here. We could be looking at a cheeky little extra time game here with the Warriors. Jack Smallacombe says Knights will score next. Not looking the goods for him, to be honest with you. They haven't been exactly great in the last 10-15 minutes. It's been all Warriors last 10 minutes, besides that little flurry of the Knights. But they had 3 attacking sets in the attack of 20 and did nothing. Did jack shit. So 4 tackle here. Nicarima steps on the right-hand side. Gets the ball offloaded here. Chance here with the Warriors. They're 20 metres out. Gets the offload away. Debatable offload there, though. What are you doing? Tohu Harris now with the ball. 20 metres out. Right in front. This is the best opportunity you're going to get for a field goal if you wanted it. This is the best opportunity for a field goal. They are going to go for the field goal too. Reese Walsh. It's been charged down. So the Warriors will get a set restart here. They will get another set of 6. The Warriors will have the ball here. 35 metres out of the line. Ewan Aiken now with the ball. They get that set restart from that charge down. But I think that field goal was going in. Why, hello there says, I'm assuming this game's been pretty terrible so far. Yes and no. Wet conditions, shit-ass conditions, but it's exciting right now. Look at how I'm talking right now. I'm excited. I'm having a good time here watching this game right now. So left-hand side for the Warriors. They're 15 metres out. Adam Fanua-Blake with a good run gets inside the attack and 10. There's third tackle, 5 metres out. The Warriors have every chance to go for a field goal right now if they wanted it. They're going to do it too. Reese Walsh, field goal! He has missed it. He skonked it. It's gone. And it's going to be a 7-tackle set. You're not going to get a better opportunity than that for Reese Walsh, and he misses that one to the left-hand side. Paddock says that was the worst field goal attempt I've ever seen. But have you seen the game so far? The wind is horrific at this game right now. The wind is really, really bad. Like, the Knights should have already been up 8-6. I think that is a good field goal. I think that's going in, but the wind has carried that to the left-hand side. That's how strong the wind is. That field goal was going in, but I think the wind has carried that out to the left-hand side. Teresa Adams says, let's go the Warriors. Sally Richards says, come on Warriors. Cricket Jack says, pretty boys missed it. I don't think he did, realistically. I think the wind really carried that. He just needed to direct it a lot further to the right-hand side. Sport Action says, that was a good kick. Unlucky. I know, I agree. I think that was going in. I think that was going in, but the wind really screwed that. So second tackle here for all the Knights. Actually, Johnson Takato, do you need them to win this in regulation time? Because I'm pretty sure 1-12 or 1-6. I think it has to be in regular time, doesn't it? So 4 minutes 45 to go here. 4 tackle for the Knights. They're 40 minutes out here from the line. Diogo Fernandez is 7-6. Well, it's looking likely right now, but then again, who's going to do it? Knights here, right-hand side. Mitchell Pearce with the ball. Gets it off. Enari Tuala. Tuala gets in the right-hand side. Enari breaks through. Enari breaks through. The Knights are going to score. Oh, no, that's great defense there. But the Warriors here, they need to stop this field goal from happening. 4 minutes 25 to go here in the game. The Knights are 5 minutes out. Left-hand side they go. He gets it to Mitchell Pearce. Pearce passes it off the left-hand side. Knights here. Knights are going to score a try. They've got a try here on the side. 4 minutes to go here in the game. The Knights are going to score on the wing. And it's going to be 10-4 here. 10-6 here with a kick to come to the Knights. Wow, Sammy Sousa just missed on that drop goal. That's crazy. But the Knights are going to score a try here. It's going to be 10-6 with 4 minutes to go in this game. It's going to be 10-6 here with the Knights scoring. And that is unbelievable. Wow, the Knights score. But then again, don't forget, there's still 4 minutes to go here in this game, guys. The Warriors will still have to score a try. But that is unlucky there. The Warriors, honestly, that's a field goal every day of the week if the wind doesn't carry that away for Reese Walsh. Melbourne fan says yes. Malacio Purcell says go the Warriors. MEPG3D says no. Bullet says Jack Hall. Not really, mate. He's a Knights fan. Of course he's going to say the Knights will score first. Teresa Adams says, do you play NRL Fantasy? I've seen you ask this question about a million times. We're a bit busy right now. Not really. I'm really into my Major League Baseball Fantasy and NFL. But we're a bit busy right now to be talking about fantasy. But the Knights here, to convert it from the sideline, it is a 4-point game right now with a 6-point potential, but the wind, I think he's going to miss his kick, so it's still only going to be 4 points. 7 likes away from 100, though. Let's smack that thumbs up right damn well now. Smack the thumbs up. 3.5 minutes to go. We're only 7 likes away from 100. Dale Leeson says, God damn it, I know how many games Warriors lost by 1-6 this season. It's a typical Warriors, but in the same sense, don't give up your hope just yet. There's still 3.5 minutes left here. Still 3.5 minutes left here. Sammy Sue says, nice one, Newcastle. Same old Warriors, though. Same old Warriors. But it's not game over yet, lads. You can't be calling game over just yet. It's still 3 minutes to go here. I know it's going to be tough, but I'm telling you. Don't forget, guys, we will be streaming the Dragons-Raiders game in literally 45 minutes' time, and also the Storm and Tigers game later on tonight. So the Knights here from the wing. Left-hand side. It's 10-6 scoreline. Here he goes from the wing. Clifford to make it a 6-point game. He will miss it just. Good little. He put it a little bit too far to the right. So 4-point game right now. 4-point game. Riley Knight says, I'll only like if you show the game. Well, guess what? You won't be liking because obviously due to broadcasting restrictions, you're very well aware it's illegal to show you the game, which is why you're trying to find an illegal game right now. So thank you. Bye. All right. So Warriors going to kick this ball off here, and it's going to be probably about, they'll have to kick it short. But then again, there's still 3 minutes. They're going to get the ball back regardless. But if I'm the Warriors here, you have to be kicking this one short. Sammy Sousa says Warriors can still strike back with time left if they can. Absolutely. Absolutely. So up it goes here with 3 minutes to go here in the game. The Warriors aren't out of this one yet. Could have a quick drink of water because I know this last 3 minutes will get hectic. Up it goes. And that's a big kick. It's a good chance. It's going to be knocked back for the Knights, I think. So the Knights will get the ball here. Knights will get the ball. Jack Small says, do you think Manly have a chance to win the premiership? No. No, I don't. Second tackle here for the Knights. I think there's only Panthers, Storm, or even Rabbitohs. I don't care. The Rabbitohs have lost a couple of games by 50 points to the Panthers and Storm this year. I still think the Rabbitohs, if they get into the finals and they get into the top 4, I think that, they definitely still have a chance. But no, I only think there's realistically 3 teams in it and still realistically only 2 teams in it. But third tackle here for the Knights. They're 45 minutes out here from their own line. Third tackle here. And Brayley's going to pass this ball off here. The Warriors will still get another chance here. Don't you worry. The Warriors will still get another chance. Costas, do you think Para could win? No way. Mark Vitapolo, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate you. Bullet Boom says Penrith on the juice. Fair enough. So 4 tackle over the Knights. They're inside the attacking half. They're 40 minutes out here from the line. Malacio Purcell has come on the Warriors. Tato uses Sean O'Sullivan actually sucks. The amount of sets he's screwed the Warriors is insane. I agree. He's had a pretty average game, in my opinion. Difficult play here for the... Oh! What's going on here? Warriors with the ball here. Knock on for the Knights. No? It's a nice ball. Oh, they can't even challenge it. And they can't even challenge it. They can't even challenge it. I think this is a knock-on for the Knights. If I'm the Warriors, I pack this scrum very quickly here. Why are they not packed the scrum yet, the Warriors? Why are they not packed the scrum yet, the Warriors? This is the nice ball. They're going to get like 2 tackles max. Did Tuasachek knock that on? I don't think Tuasachek knocked that on necessarily. Thank you very much to Aliz Haslan, I think it was, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Sorry, I missed that one just there because I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. But it's a scrum feed to the Knights. Why are the Warriors not packing the scrum as quickly as they possibly can? Alex Haslam, thank you very much. Vicky Strata says there is still a chance the Warriors. There is, but the Knights are going to have the ball here 20 minutes out. There's a minute 10 to go here. The ref hasn't called the time. The ref hasn't called time here. So this is just wasting time here right now. This is just wasting time right now. So the Knights are going to have the ball here 20 minutes out from the Warriors line, but I think the Warriors will only get probably 1 tackle. I think they'll only get maybe 1 tackle at best right now. So Knights here, right-hand side. They just don't want to lose the ball. They don't care what happens. Just don't knock the ball on if you are the Newcastle Knights right now. So 23 minutes out here from the line. 10-6 is the score. They're going to get a penalty here. To be honest with you, if I'm the Knights, I take the 2. But if you are the Knights and take the 2, the Warriors actually could get the kick to a short kick and then get the ball back. So it's not game, Pater Cat. The only way this is game if the Knights play this smart. The smarter play here for the Knights is actually to kick this ball over the sideline. Because if you take the 2 here, you've got to take that within 40 seconds, and then the Warriors will get to kick the ball off short and get the ball back. If you're smart here for the Knights, you don't take the 2, you kick it over the sideline, and you waste the time. But they are going to take the 2. I think that's the wrong call. I think it's the wrong call. There's going to be a sin bin here, though, for the Warriors, I believe. Yamkela Siban says, come on the Warriors. Xavier Motti says, I believe the Knights will still win this game. Well, they will, yeah. But there's a sin bin here for the Warriors. So the Warriors will receive a sin bin with a minute 8 to go here. But if I'm the Knights here, I don't take the 2. I don't think it's the right call. I don't think it's the right call here for the Knights to take the 2. Vicky Shire says it's like the Warriors want to lose. They have to hurry. Oshikal says, up the riff. I'm sorry if I destroyed your name there, bro, but I did my best. But that is a sin bin for the Warriors there. The Knights are going to be smart. Well done, Knights. That is a smart play, and that should be game there. That should be game with a minute to go. But then again, if the Warriors are quick enough in making their tackles, they might get a chance. They may get a chance here of just 1 tackle. So 55 seconds left here, 54 seconds left here. First tackle for the Warriors. Thank you very much, Malacia or Purcell for subscribing. Knights here with the ball. 15 minutes out, left-hand side. Don't forget, we're doing both games later on after today. And the Knights will get taken down 5 minutes short here. They're going through their set pretty quickly here. The Knights... Oh, knock on! The Warriors are going to get the ball here. The Warriors are going to get one last little chance here. They need to pack the scrum here. 43 seconds left. The Warriors will get a chance here. They're a man down for the rest of the game. But that's a knock-on for the Knights. The Knights will challenge this. And this is a big call here. This is a Warriors win or lose call right now. This is a Warriors win or lose call right now. So the Knights are challenging this. If the Knights are unsuccessful, the Warriors will have 43 seconds or 38 seconds to go up the end of the field and make a 90-meter play. You could argue that's a strip here. You could argue this is a strip here. I don't know. Thank you very much, Teresa Adams, for the $2 donor. I appreciate that so much. And Teresa says, I love your videos. Appreciate you very much. But I think Clemmer knocks this ball on. I think Clemmer will knock this ball on here, and this will be Warriors ball for the next 43 seconds of the game. They've got a chance. Thank you very much, guys, for hitting that 100 likes. Appreciate it. I don't know what they're going to call here. I think Clemmer just drops this. He picks it up, and he is just going to... That's a hand. I think this might actually be a penalty. This may be a penalty here. Bullet Boom, so I don't see anyone beating Penrith. Storm will beat Penrith. I think this could actually be a reverse call. But in the same sense, they may say that he's just standing up there, but I think that he has put his hand out there, and I think this should be a penalty of the Knights. Sean O'Sullivan makes a commitment. So it's going to be a penalty here to the Newcastle Knights. So the challenge will be successful, and the Knights will get the ball here. You would assume this is game over, and the Knights could waste the next 40 seconds and take a kick to make it a 12-6 game. So it's a good win here for the Knights. They will win this game. Sammy Sue says, like the Warriors can't seem to play the full 80. They can't. We know this. So 34 seconds left here. The Knights aren't even going to take the 2. They're just going to play it on. They're just going to play it on here. John Johnson, thanks for your streaming and Inside Players is awesome knowledge. I'll be viewing your stream in 45 minutes for sure. Cheers, BKR. Thank you very much, John. Like I said, we're here every single game. And after this, we've got the Dragons Rays, which is just as interesting as this one. So 18 seconds left here. First tackle for the Knights. They're 10 meters out here. Left-hand side they go. And they need a one-on-one strip here. They need a knock-on. They need something. Anything. Sammy Sue says Knights should finish them off. Yeah, they should right now. They should score and make it, but he just passed that little bit too far past basket. But 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, 1 second left. And that, my friends, is the game. The Newcastle Knights will get the win at home. Mitchell Pearce's return. They win 10-6. Grindy game. Exciting game, in my opinion. And to be honest with you, I thought that you could argue either team were the better team in that game, to be completely honest with you. Now, don't forget, guys, this actually puts the Knights into... Hold on, let's have a look. Where do the Knights go now? Rosalie Keefe says, hi, Blaze, are sub. Thank you very much. The Knights, with this win, they are now back into top 8 potential contention, but they are third last. But with that win, I think that pushes them now to 12th. I think that pushes them to 12th. It pushes them to 12th. Behind the Warriors still, because the for and against right there. The Titans will now go in the bottom 4. Lovely, that's what you like to see. The Warriors, they will still stay in 11th. They've just got to hope the Titans don't beat Manly tomorrow. The Cowboys are thankful that didn't happen because the Warriors would have jumped the Cowboys. The Dragons, the Raiders, no matter what, someone will jump above the Cowboys. Someone will jump above the Cowboys right after this. So, guys, 40 minutes time, we will be watching on as the Raiders take on the Dragons. Appreciate you as always, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have enjoyed. Obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 11K. Haven't given away the NRL jersey yet for the 10K subscriber giveaway. So don't you worry. We'll be back and we'll be giving that away very, very soon. But I will see you guys in about 40 minutes time. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.